Hello, everybody.
Hi.
I've got the stranger back. It's Becky.
I feel so out of it in the YouTube world. Been going to bed, getting late, or going to bed early, getting up late, all those things. So I haven't had time to watch and stuff as much as normal. Hey, all right.
Oh, but how are you doing? I'm sure Jeff is been working like crazy too, helping out.
Yeah, he has. He's done a lot of extra stuff on the weekends. I'm like, okay, time to go load the van again. So yeah, we are mom got moved beginning of May. And then we had about a week and a half to set up an estate sale. We
Mhm.
did 5 days worth of an estate sale. And then we had a week with the dumpster to empty the house. So had to get it
Wow.
totally emptied out so the cleaning crew could come in
Wow.
for it to be cleaned. And they had 2 days of cleaning, and then they did a day of pictures, and then they put it on the market a week ago Friday. So it's just been like, okay, we're going to do this for these many days. Okay. And then you're just looking at really short-term deadlines.
Yeah.
And then, and I see it on my chat over here. I don't know what we're doing. It's so cool. But, and then Tuesday, she got an offer and went under contract. So
Wow. Nice.
yeah, it's been, amazingly quick for that, which is awesome. And then the inspection was Friday. So we're hoping by Monday we'll get some information about where they're at on that. And they want to close like July 6th or something like that.
Ooh.
So yeah, and in the meantime, she's been there a whole month at her new place and she's really enjoying it. So
Excellent.
yeah, it's been
Excellent.
a lot of work though, a lot of work.
Well,
So,
just when you were showing from, doing sales from her house,
mhm.
just that wall behind her,
Mhm.
that was a lot of work.
Yeah, we packed up most of that wall, and that cupboard went to her new place.
Oh, I hope so. That
Yeah,
was so awesome. That was
yeah,
epic. And that had the most amazing pieces on it.
yeah. She has a good Pyrex collection, and she's still working on unpacking still, even after being there for a month. So she sent me pictures. She's got like a 3-cushion couch, and she's got boxes stacked all the way across it and 3 or 4 high, all along the
Oh,
wall of what's empty. So she's like, "So you're ready for empty boxes?" I'm like, "No, my house is full of the stuff that I brought from you. I need a day that it doesn't rain to just empty my garage to reorganize it so I can have enough time and space to put in just packing material in empty boxes next."
wow.
So, yeah.
Wow.
And it's been raining here like every day, and not just once, but 2 and 3 times, or like deluges for hours.
Oh my gosh.
So we have had a crazy amount of rain. So yeah, that's the short version. So yes, Jeff did the
You
recycle
guys
run.
did it. I can't
Hmm.
I am amazed. I mean, that was so much work and you guys did it.
Yes, yeah, and we did the recycle run today, which when we scheduled that, I'm like, June 10th seems so far away. But now we just have one more load of the last of the tables to get out of the garage before the house closes, and we'll be good. We'll be done. So yeah,
That is awesome.
thank you. It's been a journey, that's for sure. So
But I'm so glad. I'm so
I
glad
am
that
glad
you
to.
went, that she made the decision. It was time and
Yeah,
she found a great place
yeah.
and all of that. So yeah. So yeah, just to let everybody know, those of you that are with me when I do sales with Jen, this is going to be familiar, but we are live on both Becky's and my channels. I am the host channel, so you are absolutely fine to stay where you are at. If you
Hmm.
want to see the starts, the countdown for the items because everything is done offer up style, then go ahead and come on over to my channel. If you're just watching, just to watch, it's Saturday night, you're having fun watching a live sale, we can see both of the chats. So I absolutely, if you put in an offer and you're on Becky's channel, we will see it. We'll put it up on the screen so everybody can see it. But just YouTube notifications are so hit and miss that Jen and I have found that it works really well when we're on both channels. More notifications get out and people have a better opportunity to join us live because we get so many comments. Oh, I didn't know you were live. Oh, I missed the notification. And we find this helps.
Yeah, I wanted to watch a talk one that was live last night. I got the notification today at 5:00.
Oh,
I was like,
so
really, YouTube? 16 hours after it was over? That was great. Thank you.
Yeah. So YouTube is so hit and miss, and we just find that this really helps. Just make sure everybody who wants to get notification gets the notification. They can come and join us whenever it's convenient for them. But we like everybody to at least have the opportunity.
I'm trying to make it see where I can edit anything on it, and I am not finding anything. So I can see it on my channel, but I can't see it in the YouTube studio at all, which is different. I don't know why.
That is strange.
But anyway, I'm here. I made it.
You did.
I was yawning this afternoon, and I'm like, this has already been a really long day, but we're doing this. And it's a good thing we picked this weekend because, oh my gosh, we're just, next on to the next thing. And the lodge is doing a weekly farmer's market, and you're every Saturday morning. And I'm like, I'm getting I'm getting tired. I'm getting old.
Well, and it's not just the physical work. It's mental stress of trying to meet deadlines and everything that helps wear you down too.
Well, and it's weird to be home for it's been almost 2 months that I've been home too. And this is a season where I normally would have gone and done another show in West Virginia if Mom hadn't been moving. And then there's normally one. I did a convention this time last year, beginning of June too. So I've had multiple other trips, and I'm feeling like I haven't gone anywhere for a while. We need to go do something. So yeah.
Well, I'm going to quickly say hello to Denise and Sarah Lee and Laura. Laura, news for you. I hope you're still here. Friday nights on Every Picture Tells a Story, the Suits Bezio show. I do a weekly drawing for the members, my memberships. So if you are a member on my channel, you get entered into a drawing. Laura Orton, she was the winner this week.
Nice.
Woo! Yes. So congratulations, Laura. And hello, Glowy Girl, and Sherry, and Yvonne, Linda, and Jan, and Jeff. Hello, Jeff.
See, I might switch back to your channel so I can see the other comments too.
Well, yeah, you can be on my channel. You'll see both of them. You'll see both of them on my channel. If you're in StreamYard, you'll see both. You're not normally in.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Okay. I usually just watch on YouTube. I got you.
Oh, yeah. But if you're in StreamYard, you can see both. Hello, Trina. Hello, Lois. Hello, Patty and Geneva, Jeanette, Annie. Hello there, Robert. It's so awesome to see everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. And so today was an exciting day here because it was junk day. So we have our annual big dumpster that we rent for the whole community. There's 85 units here. So there's a whole big community. And so once a year we get a big dumpster here. and I was able to put my toilet in it.
Isn't it exciting to get
Yay!
rid of junk?
Yay! So I'm
Yeah.
telling you, when bad things happen, try to, we'll make the positive out of it, because that was pretty darn perfect timing that I was able to get that. So yeah, the plumbing bill just went down a whole bunch because I did not have to have a plumber remove my toilet, unhook it, and haul it out. So woohoo!
Right?
Hi, Randy.
Yep. And that's what Jeff did today too. He took everything to our free, they only do it twice a year, but we had 4 mattresses and box springs, 9 tires, 1 TV, and some random antifreeze
Oh wow.
bottles. Yeah. All the things that they normally charge you to take.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
and in the meantime, we disrupted a mouse that was living on
Oh.
the side of my house.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
He was in the tire condo
Oh.
with a little cabinet penthouse at the
Oh.
top of the pile. I said, yep, it's definitely time to get the junk guy out here to finish the cleanup, because he had taken up a residence and had been living there for quite a while.
What was he, a solo? Was he a bachelor?
It looks like that we only saw one leave when we rearranged things, but he's been there a long time because he's left a lot of evidence. So,
Oh, okay.
mhm. Yep.
He was huge. Okay. He was
I'm like,
well
he
he
was
was well fed.
big. He was a big guy.
Okay.
Oh, but I mean, it was right next to the trash can, so he had very smart mouse as
Oh,
well. So
okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
There's Yvonne switched over too. I know you can see everybody over here. So
Oh,
yeah, it's been a
goodness.
journey. Definitely been a journey.
That was good timing. Yeah,
Hmm.
excellent. Hi, Mary Beth.
Yeah.
So let me grab the link to Becky's channel, and everybody
Oh.
can click on that link. Make sure you are still subscribed. Ooh, I'm gonna sneeze. Pardon me if I do. I feel the itches happening. Um,
And I'm
and
gonna be twinning with you because my eyes are tired and I can focus so much better with the cheaters on, but
yeah,
they reflect so bad. So I apologize.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, everybody take a second, click on that link, make sure you are subscribed to Becky, because, well, do you have any upcoming shows?
Our next in-person show is, that's what you mean, right? Like a
Yeah.
go there set up show, is in July here in Colorado. It is
Oh, okay.
in Loveland, just north of Denver, in the middle
Okay.
of July. So that's what, almost a month away now?
Yes.
And that's a general antiques and collectibles and glassware show. So yeah.
Okay.
Hey, mom just jumped in the chat too. We've been talking about you.
Hi, Maria. So yeah, so you'll be back to then doing your Tuesdays then.
Yes, I got back to Tuesdays a couple weeks ago because
Yeah.
I did like the preview of Mom's estate sale, and then I did one with Steven. It was his time of the month again on my
Oh
channel.
yes. Yes, that's
And
right.
yep, and he was gracious to bring a few more extra items so I didn't have to work nearly as hard. I'm like, you just say go, Steven, and he kind of will carry it because he's not boring to listen to or anything.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I got back into my normal a week or so ago. So trying to stay on a normal routine. It's no, we should be pretty good now for a while.
Mm-hmm. And Trina, the reason you're not seeing it is because you're already on Becky's channel. So you're already subscribed to Becky because you got the notification and
Right?
you're on Becky's channel. Yeah. So
Yeah.
you're good. You are good.
I don't.
But because I am putting the link in the chat on my channel, that's why you're not seeing it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna try something else over. Oh, how can I? Oh, I know how to do it. I think I have a way to watch all of the chats here.
Oh, okay.
So hard to get them all up.
Well, if you watch in StreamYard, you can see them all.
Yeah. My problem is I don't have it on my tablet because my tablet's so slow. So I try and
Oh,
minimize the number of
okay.
things that are on there.
Sure.
But I
Sure.
think I got it because I got the laptop up. I'll just get all the devices involved.
Yeah, get them all. Why not?
Mm-hmm.
Why not? As you guys know, Saturday night, we are going to be doing everything as an offer up. I'll be putting the start prices in the chat. And as offers come in, I will be highlighting them on the screen. Also, the countdown. La 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 la. Boy, it's been a long day for me too.
Yeah, it's been a long
Um,
month since April, just saying.
we will continue with the offers until we have just the high offer left. If you put in an offer, but it reaches your max limit, please type in the word out. And when we are left with just the high offer, we will do the countdown. No sniping, no just in case. And you'll be able to see that up on the screen also. Hello, Patrick. And we do just one item at a time because, yeah, I have a feeling neither Becky or I can count tonight. So we're just doing one at a time. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I still have the Serve Pro equipment here until Monday. They said Monday they are coming to double check, but they think they're picking up the equipment on Monday. So thank goodness. And then the contractor came in and measured everything. So he should be good to go as soon as Serve Pro is out and his schedule allows. So yeah, exciting things are happening here too. I'm looking forward to it. Um, Let's see. I ship from Washington State. I'm on the West Coast. Becky is shipping from Colorado.
Yep, smack in the middle.
If it is your first time purchasing from either one of us, we will need your YouTube name, your legal name, your mailing address, and your PayPal email address emailed to us at some point. But that is the information we need so that we can invoice you and ship your items out. What else?
I got a tree. I got my tree cut down this week too. So got that done in the middle. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, one big huge branch. Just threw one more thing in the mix to get done this week, but
Why
I was
not?
tired of looming over my car in the driveway. So
yeah, because that's just an accident waiting to happen.
Yeah, it's been held up with a come along for, I don't know, 8 years or so. So it was time.
Yeah. Yeah. You'll sleep better at night knowing that's gone.
Yeah, I'm glad it's gone.
What else? What else? Oh, I don't know. If I remember anything else, I will just randomly shout it out.
Pretty close to all those details.
If you have questions on any of the items we're showing, please put them into the chat. We want to get everybody's questions answered prior to closing out an item. So we will absolutely do our best. If an offer comes in during the countdown, we will stop the countdown, let the offers continue until we are left with the high offer by everybody else typing the word out again. And then we will count out and close the item. All right. So Becky is going to go first.
All right.
Put her up on the big screen and we'll see what excitement she has. Woo!
So many choices. I don't know. Let's go here. I'm just going to start pulling randomly.
All right.
So I have a planter. It's kind of that mint. It's showing up a little more blue, but that celadon kind of mint green color.
Hi, Delbert.
He will start at $14. And let's see. I think, well, you really can't. There's a stamp there, but I can't read it. It's a little bit smudged. But you know, yay big. It's not a very big planter. He is approximately 5.5 inches tall and just about the same wide. Excuse me. This weighs 5.5. This weighs 5.5. I can talk too. Goodness sakes. And about 2 inches deep. And he's got all the details. He's got the grain on his tail, the coal paint on his eyes and the nostrils still intact. And then all the reins and everything are on him. So I wish I could read that on there, but I just can't read anything on the bottom of them. He has one little bitty chip right there. I could see it from the bottom first, but it does affect the glaze just right there on his one little toe. So he's about this big. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, like utilitarian wise, it would have to be some smaller flower or something if you really wanted to put fresh flowers or something in it, something that wouldn't be too top heavy, because he's only open this far right here. It does go down a little bit into his legs, but barely at all. So, but he is glazed inside and out. He's a really pretty color. So
he's really clean too.
Yeah. He must have gotten a bath at one point in his life, because I picked a few things off of my shelves up here, and I picked a few out of the couple boxes next to me that came in from Mom's house. So I don't even think I have a real theme or anything. I just was like, oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Let's see what we can do today.
Well, I can't get to some of the things because my living room did a shift.
I wondered about that.
Everything got piled up. So I have like some limitations because I do store some things in my living room.
Oh, well, I can't relate at all to that. So I can barely get through my walkway to my kitchen right now because of how much has come in. I need to just spend time at home just moving things around so that we can manage here again. We weren't home for a month, so it really didn't matter. But all right, here was my offering.
All right.
I'm going to write down, because since I will never remember later on, I'm going to write down his start price so we can have him on the recap.
Yes, and since it is Saturday night, and I know it is late at night, if you are not able to stay up, but you think, oh, I really do want that horse, but I can't wait for the speed round because I'm tired. Anything that we pass on and you think about later on, an hour, half an hour from now, 2 hours from now, fall asleep, wake up, you think about it again, you let us know in the chat if you want to purchase anything that we passed on. You do not have to wait for the speed round, because I know it's Saturday night and it can get late and tiring and all that real fast. Especially if you were up at, 10 o'clock this morning moving a toilet, which that porcelain is heavy. Oh, all right. Well, this is an item. Okay, I'm gonna tell you the story behind it and why I feel a little stupid. Because I have been a little tired and sleep deprived also. I brought the base to a sale thinking, oh, you can just add your own shade to it. Base of a lamp to a sale. Not realizing that what I had sitting in the box next to it was the shade. I thought it was a separate like ceiling light shade.
Delbert's already nodding off.
So I've combined them the way that they're supposed to be.
Bonus, the pieces come together now.
How about that? So now we have a beautiful, this is lead crystal from Poland. It's got a sticker on it. That's how I know. I wouldn't know otherwise that it was lead crystal from Poland. Where is the sticker? Oh, there it is.
That looks like one we got as a wedding gift.
So right here is the sticker. See if you can read that. It does say lead crystal from Poland.
That's right. At least you got them together now, so they're not going off one at a time.
Yay! Thank you, Patty.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna blind everybody by turning it on. It's got a good bright light in there, but it does work. It is a polarized plug also, where one end of the plug is bigger than the other end. So it is a polarized modern plug. So I did check on that, and it has the little switch right here. So you can turn it on and off that way.
I'm thinking this is early 90s-ish. That's what it, because that's when we got married, was 94. And we got one almost identical to this as a wedding present.
Yeah, I was thinking 80s or 90s on this. It has some beautiful flowers and some great etching on here that kind of accentuates it. And it is, and the nice thing about it is it has 3 little indents. I don't know why it has 3, but it has 3 of them. So, so very versatile with the cord and how it sits. It is a total of, let's see, well, without the finial, it's 12 inches tall. So with the finial, you're probably at closer to 14 inches with it. But yeah, it still has the sticker, lead glass from Poland. And yeah, it takes a smaller bulb. So it's not a regular size bulb. It is a little smaller bulb, but you can see it puts out some great light.
You got a good one in there.
And if you wanted to, you could put like a night light in there so it's a little more subtle too. But yeah, isn't it gorgeous? That's okay. That's okay. You can have a lamp problem. I have a ton of lamps in my house too. I'm a little lamp obsessed, so I get it. But I have one of, Becky and I were talking about those touch ones. I have 2 touch ones. They're kind of like not crystal like this, but they're in the similar look to them with the panels. And I have one on each nightstand, but then I also have the top of my bed frame, my headboard. There we go. I have a wood headboard with storage in it, and it has a shelf on top. I have another one on top of there because I like lamps. And they're all touch. I love it. In the middle of the night, you can just touch it. You don't have to fumble. So I am going to count this down for Patty. Going once. Going twice. I know the clap on, clap off. It's true. But then I guess it would only work for the one to clap on. Yay. Thank you. I know I have a ton of lamps in my house.
You can get those light bulbs that can go with the smart systems, and you tell Google or Alexa or whoever it is to turn on and off your lights too. I think I might have figured out how to get all the chats on. And I turned off the speakers. Yay. Technology is so much fun.
Thank you, Patty.
Well, you went out, started with a big one. I'm going to bring a piece of Fenton. I think this is the only Fenton choice I have tonight. I have a few other glass pieces.
Ooh,
but
that's a good one.
Yes, this is let's see, let's get all the words in the right order. It is a French opalescent with the cobalt crest, and they call it Blue Ridge when they put the cobalt crest on it. So it's clear to the opalescent, which does have the opaque and it does fire, and then the cobalt also on the handle. excuse me. These will start, I say these because I have 3 of them. So the choice would be 1, 2, or 3, depending on if you need more than one, or more than one person wants them. And the start on these would be $30. They would probably be about $45 at a show if I took them for an in-person show. They are a small size basket with the handle. This one, they probably need a bath is what they need. 6.5 inches tall, and then the crests come out to about 5 inches at the widest here.
Wow.
So, and it's got that nice twist to the handle. And here's the Fenton logo on the base. Yeah, you can tell they need a bath. They were sitting on somebody's display. It was, I went to an estate sale in Texas, and this lady had a QVC issue. But I have 3 of them. They're all very, very similar, but yet again, Fenton is hand worked at the end. Like the crests are just a smidge, or the ruffles, the crimp, are a little bit different from one to the next. You can see a little bit of a color difference. At least I can with the camera. This one is, well, maybe it's just because of the angle of the light. The thinner, if it was a little thinner crest, then it has a little less brightness to it, but they're all very, very similar. This one's a little bit heavier because the handles were individually applied. There's the
now what did you say they call that one again with the blue?
Blue Ridge.
Blue Ridge.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try to remember that. Blue Ridge. Chances of me finding it out in the wild are 0, but I'm going to try to remember it anyway.
It also, they've done the Blue Ridge with an optic swirl too underneath, other than this one as the hobnail so the pattern of the glass underneath is different sometimes, but it's the blue crest is Blue Ridge. So like the silver crest was the clear one. So, but I do have 3 of them.
Those are magnificent.
I thought they might be kind of fun to do a centerpiece, like down the middle of a table, just in a row with grass or eggs or something like that spilling out of them, or like forget-me-nots or Johnny jump up, something like that for spring and summer. Because they're small enough that you could do.
4th of July is coming up. That would be great with something red.
Oh, yeah. Some fireworks or stars or flags or, yeah.
Yeah, that would be so great for 4th of July. Oh, man.
So you can see there's just a slight difference in the shape of the handle. This one's a little more circular. That one's more of a U shape. And then this one is just a little bit narrower too. But I mean, they were all handmade and hand created when they did them and hand finished. So I think this is probably the 90s era of glass, but it doesn't have a number, so it's before them having numbers on them. But that's my offering. Oh yeah, Christmas would be really pretty too, with like silver and cobalt like balls or ornaments through them.
Yes.
Yeah, they're very versatile, that colorway.
Wow, those I'm kind of speechless. Nobody jumped on those. Those were beautiful.
So Delbert's asking what a Johnny jump up is. That's a little bitty, it's like a violet, but they're a much smaller bloom to a flower. So I don't know. Do you have Johnny jump ups in your part of the country?
I almost think so, but I'm not sure.
They look just like a pansy.
Yeah.
But they're just smaller. And then they have the veining through the petals. Looks like 2 eyes. It looks like a face in the middle of them. But they're just little, and they just come up through. They come up everywhere. Like Mom would have them, and they come up in her grass sometimes too. So that's why I think that's why they call them that.
Yeah, the violets tend to do that here also.
Yeah.
Hi, Melinda. Hello, Maria.
Everybody's got a different, a local, what that means. So
yeah.
All right. Well, that was my offering.
All right. Well, yeah. If you guys, I mean, seriously, 4th of July is coming up, and that Fenton basket would be gorgeous as a display in your house. Yeah, that's fantastic. And I certainly don't see those very much coming up in sales for the opportunities to buy those at that great price.
Oh yeah. On the other stream, they're saying too that they're called Blue Ridge too because of the Blue Ridge Mountains in West Virginia. Yeah. That's where the Fenton factory was, near Ohio, near that range in West Virginia and Ohio area.
Okay, so my next item is going to start at $20. And we are going to do a speed round at the end where all unsold items will be making a return appearance. But since it is Saturday night, and if you're on the East Coast, yeah, the sale goes late. You don't have to wait till the speed round to claim an item that we have passed on. So I have here a wooden, it is, what am I trying to think of? See, words are going to be hard tonight.
Oh, I'm right there with you. I got it. It's all right.
Wood carving, carved out of the wood here. But these are a set of 3 tea light holders. So when you're not using them, they do stack. This one has a little bit of loss in the varnish right here. But if you have, I don't have any of the little wood pencils. I need to get one of those little furniture touch-up pens, but you can do that real easily. But this is a set of 3. So when you're not using them, you can stack them in together. If you are using them, then you can set them side by side like this. And you can see each one has its own design on it. And I'll show you. Let me grab my little, grab my little tea light here. So you can use the battery or you can use a real tea light. And so it sits right on the top there. And it sits right there. And on the little one, it sits right there. So a nice little, cute. You can have them, do them this way. You can do them this way. You can put them down a table. And then when you're not using them, they're got the designs on both sides. When you're not using them, you can just stack them right together. And just like that. This one can go either way. It can go that way or it can go that way. It fits both ways. This way I thought it was kind of cute because it shows off the design. And thank you, Jeanette. I think they're pretty awesome too.
So do you know where those came from at all? Like
no, not marked, not signed, no indication if they were, homemade by someone, if they were a company made, no idea. Thank you, Delbert. Large napkin. This one could be for your paper towels. They are about 6.5 inches tall and about 7 inches wide is the biggest one. But yeah, I thought those were really unique and pretty awesome. And if you've got all 3 of them with your tea lights going, that could be a really fun centerpiece.
They give me a little bit of the Scandinavian mid-mod kind of vibes too.
True. Very true. Especially with the style of the design on it.
Well, the nesting and the wood tones, yeah.
Yep, and the bottoms are flat. So they sit very nicely. All right. Well, I'm going to count these down for Delbert, and thank you so much, Delbert. Going once. going twice. And if you want to use them for large napkin rings, you go right ahead. And sold to Delbert. Thank you.
Those are interesting.
I like finding the different, the unique things. Yeah.
Oh yeah, totally. I totally agree with you. So I'm bringing a pair of salt and pepper grinders.
Ooh, I love that style.
Yeah, so they have the colored and pressed wood where they've created this design with the grain, and they have the original tag and everything still. So these would be a $20 start. I also thought that they might be cool for a wedding gift, even because they are like brand new. It says Mr. Dudley as well on the base. They're a good size. They are approximately 4 inches tall and about 2 3/4 inches at the widest here. And they're both grinders, I
Oh,
believe.
that's
Nope, this
cool.
one's a grinder. This pepper's a grinder, and the salt is at the top. Sorry. I kept thinking that because they're the same shape, and then I forget that. So, and it has the booklet to tell you all about, I'm sure, how to use it. It's in a whole bunch of different languages here, how to clean it, how it works, lifetime warranty, all the things in here. I mean, the colors are amazing. It's got some purple, some teal, some red, a couple different wood tones.
But it's amazing because they press all those, they make all those colors together and then shape the design into it.
Yeah, because they stain it and then they press it and glue them all together, and then they put them on like the lathe and cut out the shape of the shakers. And they are, I mean, they've got it down to a science, but it's really pretty.
Yeah, those are beautiful examples.
Got like nice jewel tones. Something like this too, I would think would go well with, say, Fiesta, or some, if you have probably some of the Corel with some of those patterns with the bright colored designs on them. But
hi Sherry, hi Carol.
So yeah, hey everybody. So that's my offering. One big pair of shakers. But I love the wood. My dad was a woodworker, so I am drawn to a lot of the wood. Just appreciate the amount of work that went into these, regardless of how mass produced they probably have become over the years. Somebody designed this by hand in the first place, and it's amazing the craftsmanship and the creativity that they had to put this together.
Yes.
So yeah.
And if you like this style, you can get, spoons, to use, utility spoons to use in your kitchen. There's a lot of other products that they make that go with that. So yeah, it is really fun.
And so for how big it is, that only has this like about barely an inch wide cylinder or column in there for putting in salt. So it's not a huge cavity for that. I suppose I could figure out how to open this one and see that too, but yeah, it's not. Sometimes the shakers are just so huge you don't want to fill them up with that much stuff. So oh yeah, here we go. About the same size for this one as well.
Oh yeah,
and that just comes apart with the grinder and the finial basically on the top of that one as well for filling it up.
And it goes with just about every color.
Yep. Well, and they don't, if you drop them, I'm really good at dropping shakers, and these would bounce. They would not shatter. They would be nice and durable as well. So, all right. I'm going to write it down because I don't ever remember anything anymore. There we go.
All right. And again, anything we have passed on, you do not have to stay awake for the speed round. You can let us know at any time if you would like to claim something that that we have passed on. And okay, my next item, it is not vintage. It's not home decor. It's not. But I'm still bringing it to a sale because somebody out there just might need this. It is, and I'll show you, it still has the price tags on it, and it is a $100 value.
Oh, wow.
And I am going to start this at $40. It's a two-parter. Okay, so does anybody like to have the gel nail polish?
No.
I know.
I don't have time for that.
So this is a kit. This is a starter kit of
Oh,
everything
that's
you
cool.
need. $49.95. This is the dryer. So when you do the gel nails, you have to have the special thing to seal them up.
Yeah.
This is also, $49.95. This has never been opened. So this is the starter kit. I'm not even sure what is in here. Does it tell me? Includes treatments and accessories needed. Oh, well, that's helpful. Thank you.
All the things you need, obviously.
All the things you need. Easy to follow steps. Well, I would imagine that it does have, let's see. Oh, here we go. Here we go. It has the cleanser, the primer, the base and top, the cuticle oil, the remover, pocket removers, pusher and removers, mini nail file, lint-free nail wraps, and step-by-step instructions. So there you go. That is what is in here. Here's the picture. The remover, the cleanser, the file, the cuticle, the base and top, the primer, the gel, all of that. And it has never been opened. This one has been opened, but everything is in here, it looks like. And it doesn't look like it's ever been fooled with. But there you go.
It's like a light or something that sets that special polish, I believe, right?
Yeah, it is. So it's got everything in here and it is ready to go. Again, it's a $100 value. Both of these were $49.95.
Be great for somebody who wants to learn how to do that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So there you go. That is $40 for both of those, less than half price.
Right. One of Jeff's cousins does nails for her and her daughter, and it's amazing what they can do with some of that new gel stuff.
Yeah, you can put a lot of designs and stuff in there. All right, we are going back to Becky.
Okay. I've got a stoneware Uncle Sam, and he's got a cobalt glaze, and then it's got the gray pottery itself, I believe, is the color of it originally. And he can start at about $12. He has marked Salmon, SALMON Halls Stoneware out of Love, New Hampshire, and this one was made in 1993. I wrote it down because it is really hard to read on the bottom. So for me, because my eyes get so tired by this time of day. Oh, it's upside down. That would be helpful too. There it is.
Oh, now I see. Salmon
Yeah,
balls. Yeah, there you go.
yeah. So, but he's it reminds me of like the Santas and stuff that they've done in the pottery, and I don't remember who Eldred, something like that pottery. But he would make a neat little festive piece for the coming up holiday, or even Memorial Day, Labor Day, and 4th of July. He's got his tails on and everything. And he
He's
is
fancy.
4.5 inches tall and just about 2 by 2 inches this way by about 1 3/4 this direction. So yeah, I mean, his face. Let me see if I can focus on his face. His eyes, he looks a little shocked. But also reminds me of like the Wade's miniatures
Yes,
a little bit too.
very
So
much. Yeah, I think
yeah.
he's definitely in that kind of style.
hmm And he's standing, it looks like he's got a cannon right here that he's got his foot on for the details, and then some cannonballs behind him. So he is ready for, defending America, looks like. Good old Uncle Sam. That's right. Who, me? Shoot a cannon at you? Why would I do that? Yeah. But it's a gorgeous glaze to it. So, yeah, I can't even, the bottom is glazed as well. So there's one little rough spot right there, but that is under the glaze itself. It just keeps wanting to focus on my face. Can't see it. It's just a little extra piece of pottery right under the brim of his hat. But
He
it is
is
glazed,
really
so
cool.
yeah.
He's got a great look to him.
Well, he could get him
Yeah,
going with a 4th of
I
July
know. I'm
kind of
telling
red,
you,
white, and blue. Mhm.
Fourth of July would be
Yeah,
fantastic with both of those items.
yeah. He needs like a big drum or something to sit on, to get a little pedestal or something in between and
Yes.
raise him up. So that's my offer. I'm gonna write on here.
Well, I think he's got a great Americana look to him
He does.
with his.
Very a little primitive too, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. All right. I think somebody needs that in their 4th of July display.
I know, just him and Captain Morgan walking around like that.
Yeah, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
They would be a great combo.
Right?
Okay, so you guys may have heard that I picked up a couple of teacups and a couple of teapots. So I did part 1 of the haul. I did part 2 today. You'll see that tomorrow in tomorrow's vlog. I did part 2. But this is one that you saw in part 1. I've got the whole set here. It is a reproduction. So I'm kind of leaning towards the fact, from what I've seen, from the way others have been described that look like this, I believe this is an RS Prussia reproduction.
Mm.
RS Prussia reproductions are still very high quality. This one is just going to start at $100 instead of, say, $400 if it was RS Prussia.
Teacups are a whole nother realm.
They are, and I've got some really good ones to show you. You'll see them tomorrow. It's exciting, and I'm going to have one more after that. But this is
You got Randy's attention.
But I'll show you the mark. But I do believe this is a reproduction mark.
Yeah, the old school china and everything, that is such a whole nother
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Geneva's saying yes, reproduction. It's just a
Yeah.
whole nother
Yeah.
what's the word? Research area that I've never delved into.
But reproductions, you can see, very high quality,
Yeah.
absolutely beautiful. So this is a teapot, cream, sugar, 4 cups, 4 saucer set.
Wow.
It's a big set. It is a really big set. And you can see even here, there is embossing um, in the porcelain. The feet, magnificent. The design, beautiful. The condition is outstanding.
Good timing there, Geneva.
You were
Yeah, that
just
would make
looking
an
at that. Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That'd
But
make
yeah.
an
So,
adorable tea set.
and the top is, I mean, it's beautiful because it is recessed a bit. So you can see this beautiful edging on it. And when the lid, which is right here in beautiful condition, when the lid sits in, it is recessed a bit. And look how pretty that is.
Now,
But yeah, I
Sterling's
love,
saying it looks like pastel blue and pink. So there's green on it as well, right?
there is,
Like on this, or is
yeah,
it both blue? Like when you showed the lid, it looked more
oh,
blue, green, and pink.
it looks like a little mint green,
Yeah.
blue, and pink. Yeah, it looks like all three. Let's see. So Geneva's saying the R has a space. Oops. Let me get this.
Yes. Put the lid down.
So
R
she,
has a space in the top corner of the letter. Oh, like it's missing some ink or something?
uh, yeah, it does have a space. Yep, you're right. But yeah, that's what it looked like to me was reproduction. But again, that just means high quality, more affordable.
Well, yeah, and that's with every collectible. That's why they reproduced it because it's going for such high money
Yes.
that they want to get in on the action. And if the better job they do reproducing it, the more money they can get for it as well.
Yep. So this is the sugar. It is in beautiful condition. The same handle, same marking on the bottom.
Mhm. Very shabby chic too. The white and the pink and the
Oh,
pastels.
yes. Oops.
Oh yeah, I see it now too. And because I have it up on the bigger screen, I'm seeing that space she's talking about. She's saying George mentioned this as well recently.
Yeah,
It's still, I mean, somebody still hand painted that.
they did. And they did a beautiful job.
And footed makes it even better. Yep, makes it look dainty.
Mm-hmm.
And is gilded as well. And it's got good gold on it.
And then there are 4 cups, which have also that beautiful edge to them. Look at that handle. Oh, love it.
Yeah.
And yeah, they are all in absolutely beautiful condition.
And if you had a little tea party, even for grandkids, this would be a really fun setup to have.
And then there are the other 2. And ooh, oh, for goodness sake.
I know. It sounds terrible.
And there. And the saucers. And they are all in beautiful condition.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's why this set, $100, really good deal for this set. And, think beyond oh, it's just a reproduction. No,
Yeah.
if it was RS Prussia, if it was well, let's say this. If it was RS Prussia, it'd be $400. If it was RS Germany, probably be $200. But because it's RS reproduction, high quality, $100.
But I mean, there's some age to those as well.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, it is a beautiful set. It has age to it. It was very well cared for. And I'm trying to at least bring everything to a live sale.
Hmm.
Because you guys know I do list things on eBay also. But I want to give you guys the best deal on these things because you come to the live sales and I appreciate you so much for coming to the live sales. I absolutely want to give you the best deal on these things. Um, so yep, that one. Um, I think $100 is a really good deal on all that teapot, cream, sugar, 4 saucers, 4 cups.
Hmm.
It's a big set, and it's a great complete set, and it is in beautiful condition.
Yeah, I can see with the BTS
Yeah.
ladies and stuff now, they could set that all sorts of different ways too.
Oh yeah. Yep. All right. So think about it. Think about it. There's still going to be time before I can get it up on eBay. So so think about that one.
All right, I'm gonna have a choice. I have 2 glass whales. They are done a little bit differently. One is in like an iceberg and is etched, and the other one is actually a 3D. Mom had these starting at 15, so we can do start at 12. That's what she had them priced at. So these are debuting here before they head to a booth, but it is a crystal clear body and this gilded tail. So I don't know, it's like attached, but I don't think I think it's the color. I think they added it's still glass, but that's where they attached the colored piece. You can see his little eyes, and he is
Hi,
about this
Mary.
big, which means he is about 4.5 inches long and about 2 inches wide. And then that means he's about 2.5 inches tall to the top of his tail. And the other choice, starting at $12, is this iceberg, which is super clear. And it's smooth on this side, and then it is carved into this side. And it's got a couple little fish. See if we can get it without the glare. Oh, right here above him, and a couple on each side of his tail right there as well. This one does have a sticker on it. Let's see if I can get it to focus for you. I couldn't read it earlier because I don't know if I'm getting there. There it went into focus.
Sure.
I know, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, huh. I can't even read that on the big screen. Crystal glass, Chris Gringer or something. Fin. Wow. That is hard to read.
That is
Rottenberg. So would that be German?
kind of sounds German.
Yeah, so right under this bird here it says Rottenberg. Berg. 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 Not bird. But
It does look like there's a bird on it, though.
yes, it does. It looks kind of like an eagle. So it's about that big, and it is, let's see, that is 5.25 inches by 2.5 tall and just about 1.5 inches wide. It looks like it had another sticker right here, but there's nothing left. There's no ink on it. So so if it had some more information, it is missing. But that is my choice.
Those are cool.
Between the etched whale and the clear with the gold tail. Yeah, It's just so clear. You can see everything upside down, and it's just a really pretty piece of glass. Make a good paperweight. This one is probably about 1.5 pounds of glass.
Oh, wow.
So, and you can see like the little fish here above him and a couple more on the tail. There's Mom's price tag is in the way. They're right there.
That is so well done.
Yeah.
The detailing is beautiful.
And this reminds me of Moby Dick a little bit. So I don't know if it's a sperm whale maybe. So this is the, like where it's gone in. And then there we go. How it looks. So you can see all the details on the clear, on the flat side. So.
Wow.
Oh, Rottenburg could be Netherlands? I suppose it could be. If it doesn't say it right there on it, and yeah, it says Kisslinger, 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 Rottenburg, and I can't read that smaller word, and then it says crystal glass with a K. So that is my choice. It does look like an ice cube. That's why they call those icebergs, where they put like Fenton used to make them and do like awards where they would etch on the backside, or they put something on the front and then like put paint in it to have it stand out. So that's where they got their nickname from, and I'm applying it to anything of this style.
It's so clear. It's so beautiful.
Yep. All righty.
Oh my.
Let's not tip over that one.
Oh, okay. So Denise is saying
there you go.
Austrian Hungarian. Okay. Wow. Beautifully done. I am impressed.
They make beautiful glass all around the world.
My next item is going to start at $20. And it is a beautiful blue crackle glass vase. So it is a little deeper blue on the bottom. And then as it goes up, it does get a little lighter up to the top.
Thank you, Denise. Oh yeah, nice little bud vase kind of style.
It does have a pontil on the bottom. It's pretty smooth. Pretty smooth on there.
They also ground the rim around it as well, so it's set flat.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I see that in the light now. Yep. It is about 10.5 inches tall. So it is a nice tall one. Really pretty color. There you can see it gets a little lighter up here, a little richer in color at the bottom. Lots of crackle in there.
I guess like a lot of those companies, Rainbow, Kanawa, Bischoff, they're all very, very similar in their crackle glass.
And they must have stretched the neck after they crackled it, because it only goes up to here.
That, or when they did dip it to crackle it, they only put it in that lower half. Yeah. Because it's a difference of the temperature too. When they I don't know, they put it in water or something like that to cool it. But yeah, it looks a little swung and stretched out for sure. A little mid-mod as well.
Yes.
It reminds me, it looks like a bottle to me as well too.
But I don't usually find, I mean, other than the little, I find a lot of little pitchers. I don't find a lot of other things that are crackle glass. So yeah. I was very intrigued by this piece. I liked it.
Yeah.
So that is 10.5 inches for the crackle glass vase.
That would probably go around 30 to 35 at a show easily.
Mm.
Looks like we got a blue theme going. That's what I'm seeing all of a sudden.
Oh, cool. Maybe because 4th of July, we're thinking either
Maybe
blue or
that's it. I have a bluebird of happiness.
Yay!
This one is signed Leo Ward, 1989. Right there on the base. And this will be a $15 start. He is a little bit bigger bird. I've had some of the little ones.
Yeah,
This is kind of the like bigger. This is about the size I'm used to seeing.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit bigger. He's got, oh, let's see, without my face, he's got his eyes. His nose is not chipped right there.
I know he pinches the nose that way.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
And then if it's tipped over, one time being, top heavy and gets clunked right there, that's the first thing that goes. And then the tail has the 3 tool marks in it as well. And then it's got this nice little foot that
Mm-hmm.
it is sitting on. Another little blob of glass that they set it on. So he's about yay big, which makes him, let's see, about 3 inches long and 2.5 inches tall and just about 2 inches across. He is a little bit offset on his foot. So the foot comes out a little bit further on this side and the body comes out a little further on this side. But again, that's the nature of the hand-blown, handmade pieces of glass.
Mm-hmm.
They are not identical from one to the other. And let's find that etch on the bottom again.
No.
We've got to get the reflection the right way this time. Right there, Leo Ward, 1989.
We've got Christy in for 15.
Okay. I think he might be one of my last bluebirds. I was picking them up whenever I had came across them on my travels. I'm going to have to look out for some more again.
All right. Well, we'll count that down for Christy.
Sounds good.
Going once. Going twice.
Okay.
And sold to Christy.
Thank you, Christy. I don't believe I have your information unless you've changed your YouTube name recently. So please make sure you send it to me. Thank you again. I'll put them on this side. There. Now I won't mix them up.
Okay. Well, because I was a little slow in figuring out that the lampshade that I had went on the lamp that I had to go grab another item because I was short an item. So this is an item you haven't seen in a haul yet that was sitting over in my other than teacups area, getting ready to do a haul because not only did I pick up teacups and teapots, but I've actually picked up other stuff too. So this is one of those items that would have been in a haul, but I pulled it for a sale. If I can grab it, there we go. So this piece is not marked on the back. It is a beautiful plate. I love the edging on here. Hi, Erin. So not only does it have a beautiful edge and all of that beautiful gold, but look when I get in closer, all of those little hand applied dots. Yeah, they are all raised on here. Somebody put all of those dots on there. And they're in a nice swirl pattern that goes right around the flowers there. Isn't
I like
that
the teal background is pretty.
It is beautiful. And then this is all raised here. This is a gorgeous plate. I do not know who made it. There is no mark on the back, but look at all of these hand applied dots.
Can you feel it too? Are they
Oh, yeah.
raised a little bit?
They're all raised. That's how you
Neat.
know that somebody put them on there. Yeah, they
Yeah.
are all raised. That this is such a beautiful piece. And then it looks like, let me see. Yeah, either they must have either avoided those flowers on purpose because there are no little white dots across those little green flowers.
I'm gonna
Such
throw everybody for a loop. Sorry. That's a neat colorway. I like it. Have you seen those like walls of plates, like where they make a design with the plates on the, like a
oh
whole plate wall?
yeah,
That would be gorgeous for that.
yes. It is 10 inches across, so kind of like a cake plate. 10 inches, but yeah, this is spectacular.
Hmm. The gold on it's amazing as well. Plates are so hard to find in good condition or like unique ones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this
Yeah.
one was truly unique.
Now, it's being that big, does it have a foot like a cake plate or a cake stand on the back, or is it just a regular plate?
It
Yeah,
has a
regular.
little bit of
Yeah,
one. But yeah, this is so spectacular. Sherry,
pretty.
thank you, Sherry. Yeah, this is really you're just not going to find something like this again, especially with all of these raised dots on it. And
Yes.
when you see it in person, you're just going to be amazed.
One of the things that at the BTS, or the Beautiful Table Settings convention that we went to, they're saying that people are taking plates and having them drilled to make them into tidbit trays. So
Oh,
like
yes.
different tiers.
Yeah.
I would be so afraid to have something like that drilled because of the age of it. And if it would shatter,
Yeah.
it would just be heartbreaking.
Yeah.
But it would make a gorgeous tidbit tray.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a beautiful piece.
And I am going to count that down for Sherry. Thank you.
Nice.
This is so beautiful. Going once, going twice, and sold to Sherry. Oh, you're going to love this, Sherry. It is so beautiful. Ha. All right. And we are going back to Becky.
Okay. I have a choice on these little angel tree clips. They're ceramic, and then they have the clip attached for, like, I'm assuming they were for putting them on a tree, like
Mm.
some of the old vintage ornaments. And they have the nylon wings. So it'll be choice of $6 each to start. This one is holding like a little star wand and has all the details on her gown and such. The
Oh,
blonde
I love
hair.
her face. Oh,
Yep.
she's got a great face.
And then this one is holding a dove. Yes, the eyelashes. I didn't even notice that.
Mm.
But I was kind of amazed too that the nylon on the wings had survived, because they are both marked Japan as well. So it gives us an idea of what age they are. Um, that or, yeah, and it's got this little slot that they created for that to be attached. Um, it's got like a little clip. You can see it kind of goes underneath there, and just kind of like a U-shaped thing that goes on the back of the porcelain and is like a little spring-loaded clip. But they do sit nice and flat. They could sit on a shelf. And where's her eyes? There's her eyes. Yeah, they are pretty cute. I thought it was in a random box. And when I was going through, I was surprised to find 2 of the same style, quite frankly. And then they usually lose their hands or their fingers or something because they roll around in a box like that. But they all had all their pieces and bits. So they are just little, approximately 1.5 inch at the base, and they are just over 2.5 inches tall. So about 2 inches this way as well.
Yeah, Mary Beth, they would be nice on a wreath also, in addition to a tree.
Yeah, the other thing I was just thinking is what could they hold? They could hold like a place card too, like at a place setting.
Oh, yeah.
They might even, I don't know if the clip opens up enough, but maybe a candle. Not that I'd want to light it near the nylon of the wings, but for decor purposes and display purposes, you could probably find a narrow candle or a postcard or something like that, some sort of ephemera or
Yeah.
photo.
Yeah, one
That
of
would be
those
neat.
antique postcards. Yeah, that
Mm-hmm.
would be really pretty in
Yeah,
there.
'cause I'm like, they gotta have something else that you could do with rather than just clipping them on a tree.
Mhm.
So think outside the box.
Yes.
So that's my choice. One little angel or the other. You can't even have the good one and the bad one on your shoulders. You get 2 good ones.
And I have never seen anything like that. Those are really unique.
I've seen something, but not with the clips, I think
Mm-mm.
is what
Not
has
those
made them stand
clips.
out to me.
Yeah.
So, and then seeing 2 different styles, my guess would have been that they came in like a set of 4 or 6 or something like that, because that was usually kind of how the variety packs that they would come in.
Right.
So that's just my guess from seeing other items similar to this genre or time
Mhm.
period. So, okie dokie. That's
Yeah,
my offering.
something to grab now before everybody gets thinking Christmas in
Right?
July. And
Christmas in July will be coming soon enough.
yeah, I'm not quite ready, but
No, neither am I. I was like, yay, summer. And I'm like, oh no, we're already a week into June.
all right. My next item is going to start at $18, and it is a stone carved dude.
Dude, specifically.
He's a lounging dude, but this is stone. So he is stone carved, and I'm going to turn him just like this because he has
Uh-huh.
a really cool color variation right in here where his leg is. And I really like the way the light picks up that color
Yeah.
variation in
If
his
mom's still
legs.
awake, she could probably tell you what kind that is.
I'm sure she could. But yeah, he's got a big hat on. Here's his little face, and he's like lounging on his side. Here's his knees. But he is stone carved.
Oh, they are racing out here tonight. I can hear them out my window.
He's got an old sticker that says 250 2SO. I don't know. I don't know what it says, but that was on him, so I kept it on him.
Mhm.
He
Seem-
is 4 inches by about 4 inches and about 1.25 wide. But yeah, he is just a really cool stone carved dude. Just chilling.
Mm. I would guess like Aztec or
Mm.
Mexico or even Polynesian, somewhere in something
Oh,
like
yeah.
that.
Yeah, I could see that.
They had a lot of those souvenirs out of Mexico out of stone.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, he is pretty darn cool. And because he's black with Halloween coming up,
Oh,
you
yeah.
could have him chilling in your Halloween display.
Think you
Put a
could
little
balance a pumpkin on his knees? Yeah.
Yeah, put a little pumpkin right there. He could be really cool. But the fact that he's made out of stone, I think that is
Mm-hmm.
really neat. All right. So I'm going to let you think about how you can incorporate the dude
The dude.
into your house. It makes me want to watch The Big Lebowski again.
That or Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Dude. Oh man.
Did you see the third one?
Yeah, probably, but the second one wasn't even that great. But
Well, the second one was funny, but the third one, I have to say, they did a really good job of how they brought it all around.
mhm.
If you haven't seen the third one,
Maybe I'll have to go check it out. Maybe I only
watch
saw the other
watch the
two.
third one. It's worth it.
That was a great movie though, from being in high school. Great movie. I have two choices of pins. This one has pink and green floral rhinestones on a gold tone with the safety rollover clasp, I guess would be the right word for that. It is about yay big. Choice on these, I can start at $5.
Okay.
And then this one is a bow alternating with fuchsia and then the clear rhinestones. This screams 80s to me as well with that bright pink color. Similar clasp. I should look. Last time I did a Trisha and pulled out my magnifying glass to make sure I wasn't missing any marks. It's so hard. I'm like double the cheaters and the magnifying glass. They're so small, but I'm not
Nah,
seeing anything on the backside.
I do that all the time because sometimes you got to get in there.
Mm-hmm.
You got to do it.
And there's the backside of the bow. So they're about 2 inches by 1 inch for a size comparison. And with this bar being, you could wear it any direction you want it to, because it almost looks like there's a flower on each end. And then these baguettes in the middle are like a really pale green color. But I liked how bright the pink was for those. And this one is just totally awesome, dude. So I've had some fun going through some jewelry bags lately. I totally forgot they were hidden back here. And when I did start going through mom's stuff and the boxes we brought through, I found all my jewelry bags. That's one of the things I did on my channel this
Now,
week.
those are prong sets, so that's really nice. Those pink ones.
Yeah. Yeah, this one is, not the bow, but this one, right? Yeah, the
Yeah.
floral. Yep,
Yeah.
they
That's
are. And they've got some neat facets to them too.
yes.
It's kind of,
Yeah, nice open back to let in the light so they
mhm.
really sparkle.
Yeah, you can see the facets. Let me see if I can put this behind it. Something white would be nice.
And we've got Sherry in for 5.
There we go. There you can see how color is more.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
the
can see
fast.
the green on the leaf a little better too.
Yeah, and the petals on this one here, they're just going to catch the light all over because of the facets that are on the back side of those
Mhm.
stones. So let's see. I think it's similar on this end. Yeah, I can see them. I don't know if you guys can.
Yes.
So, oh, they got a little rhinestone right in the center too. cute details on that little pink flower.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right.
All right. So, Christy, I see you've come in at 5. If you are interested in one of them, this is for choice. So, if
Yeah.
you'd like to come in um, at 6 or higher, or share, or Susan, Susan has come in at 6, and Sherry is at 7.
I was like,
Let's see if they can get me tongue tied.
I know, and mine aren't coming in the same order as I'm seeing with you. So, and hi, Delaney. I see you up on my side of the chat.
Hi, Delaney.
Susan says out. So, Sherry and Kristen, let us know where you'd like to be.
Yes, Christy, if you would like to come in at 8 or higher, or if you are out, please let us know. I do like to give everybody an opportunity, regardless of your internet speed. I know not everybody, lives in a big city, has 5G on their phones and everything.
Yeah.
So I like to give everybody a chance.
In real world, you get a chance to answer an opposite bid or offer anyway. So I agree.
Yes.
That is my practice as well. This one's nice too, because on the back, even though it doesn't have the prong set, it has those nice covered things. So they're not going to catch on anything either. Not going to pull your fabric if you put it on a shirt or whatever.
So real quick, I'm just going to let Delaney know. So Delaney, you have joined us on Becky's channel, which is absolutely fine. This is why we're broadcasting on both of channels. I am the host channel. So if you would like to come over to my channel, which is Sandy and Otto, you'll be able to see everybody. You'll be able to see the countdown and the start prices.
I'll throw the link in after this one is done. So thank you, Christy, for sending me information.
So we will count this down for Sherry. Going once. And you're fine to stay where you're at, Delaney. Just keep watching the screen and you'll be able to see everyone.
Yeah, because she's putting it up here in the that corner right there.
And sold to Sherry for choice at $7.
Do you like the floral or the bow or both? She takes the flower. Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay. So
and
then Susan is next at 6. So we'll see if Susan would like the bow.
And then too many names starting with the same letter. Goodness sakes.
That's why they get me tongue-tied sometimes when it's the same.
And I just spent the morning with my lodge, and we have Kathy, Carol, and Karen. And, you just stand there and just trying to talk to somebody. So thank you, Kathy. I appreciate it.
Hi, Kathy. Okay, so if Susan, if you would like the bow, let us know. We'll be waiting. We'll be reading the chat to see if Susan would like the bow. If Susan passes on the bow, then the choice will go to Christy.
Yep, I'll watch the chat
for the bow also.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so you guys probably saw that I picked up a Hawaiian lot that had some tiki mugs, some tiki glasses, some other things, and this little music box, which was covered with what feels like about 3 inches of dust on it. And I even took I have a little scrubbing toothbrush that I use, and I took it kind of dry and I did a little scrubbing like all over this thing to try to loosen up some of the dust before I wiped it down because it was on thick. Um, it is a vintage piece that has seen a lot of dust, but it looks fantastic now. And it is going to start at $18.
Thank you, Susan.
So Susan is passing on the bow. So Christy, if you are interested in the bow, please let us know. I am going to wind this little guy up here.
And I put the link in case anybody who's watching over on my channel, if they want to see where you are or where the other comments are.
Thank you. So this says Lana Keeley Crafts in Honolulu, Hawaii. And look at this little guy. He's sitting on the beach. He's got shells.
He's cute.
He's got a palm tree. Got fantastic hair.
Thank you, Christy.
He got just a little bathing suit on. Unfortunately, part of his tag is missing, so I don't know what he says. But he has a nice design all around him, and he is just the cutest little music box. And I'll get in close so you can see his cute face. And he has, I don't know if he had a shell or something on his toe. I feel like there was something there that maybe isn't there anymore.
Or a little flower or something. Yeah, with the red. I don't know.
Maybe.
It's got a great expression, though. That side eye almost. Very pleased with himself sitting there.
Yes. But let's see. Him and the music box are about 6 inches tall. With the palm tree, it's about 10 inches. But yeah, he is pretty adorable. And I don't know what the song is.
And I don't recognize it either, but
Something Hawaiian and tropical. All right. Well, I don't see any takers for the cute little music box.
They came up with some clever ideas for souvenirs over the years.
Yeah, they did. Okay.
Okay. I'm going to bring a Yadro piece while he serenades us out here.
Yeah.
This is a little bit taller. Like usually the angels I've seen are a little bit shorter. Here's the mark. Definitely Yadro. I'm going to go ahead and start him at $35. So just probably under a norm. Oh no. Now see, he's been repaired.
Oh.
Darn it. Well, I can start him at like $15 then, quite honestly. See his little repair right here?
Oh, yes.
There was a crack and it lines up really nice, but it definitely has a repair, and there's a little bit of some glue residue on this side. And this wing, once I looked at that, has a tiny, tiny chip on it. But again, crack to the back, chips to the side, makes a great display piece, and you certainly can't get Yadro for that kind of money. And his fingers are intact, so it's just his wings that got the damage.
Yeah, even with the repair, that's a steal of a deal. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but I don't like if I went, first of all, I didn't see it until I brought it up right up here under with
Oh,
all the
yes.
cheaters and everything. He's got this really cute little calic playing his horn and his toes sticking out of his robe down here. They're really cute angel piece. But he probably tipped over at one point in his life.
Oh, he would be fantastic in a
Yeah.
Christmas display.
6¼ inches tall, and that makes him about 4 inches front to back and about 3.5 inches side to side. I'm trying to make sure. He might have had more damage than I thought. Wow. Because here, now that I look at it, it's even closer. Right there. That whole wing came off too. Well, I'm sorry. I hate it when I bring something that I thought was in good condition.
Well,
It's got a good repair on it, but if you want a Yadro that you can have for a display piece, that's a good price and a good way to have it. So otherwise he'll go in my booth and with an as is sticker on him. That's the one thing I do like about being able to put certain things in my booth is because people can touch it, feel it, look at it, and discern for themselves exactly what they're getting. And I try to put as is on it if something has some sort of a piece of damage like that. But wow.
they did a great repair on
Yeah.
it.
Because I started looking at it at a different direction that's where I saw it, is right down here underneath.
Yep. And better than ending up in the landfill.
Yep. But his finger is attached. Look at that. That's what normally goes away, is the digits and the toes.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah. But yeah, you can't get a Yadro piece for $15.
Yeah, he's got a great face too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Oh, mom is lagging a little bit and woke up, and
Oh,
she's thinking it's obsidian.
excellent.
There you go.
Thank you.
So there's my save it piece.
Mm-hmm.
Bummer, but that's my offering. I mean, it's not even, what is it? NAO is the other company that made, I think it's one of those things where Yadro split and it was brothers or something like that. But he's originally Yadro.
Hi, Roy.
Hello, Roy. Right. Don't fall over and lose any more wings, sir.
No, don't lose a finger.
Right? Don't lose your finger once we fixed your wings, no finger losing.
That's right. Okay, well, I have got teacups. Hi, Sue. So these are I've got a pair, and you're going to get choice. Choice on the teacups. So I love this particular style of teacup. So I'm going to show the saucers. And some of you might have an idea of the style of these. So this pink one is a Saji, made in Japan, hand painted. So that is the saucer. Gorgeous. Here is the black one. Ooh. And
that's dramatic.
This one is, I think it's Ohashi, hand painted Japan.
I see you now, Delaney.
Yes, I see you, Delaney. And then here are the saucers.
The cups?
Or the cups. That's the one. The teacups.
The other half.
It's going to be a long night, guys. But I love this style with these bold images on the inside.
Yeah.
I love it. So when you're at this one has a little bit of a ruffled pedestal bottom.
I'm going to double check my cord here, so I'm going to turn off my camera so I don't make everybody's.
Okay. So when you're displaying it, you get the design and the design, and you actually can, let me see, if I turn it like, I think if I turn it like this, it kind of looks like a continuation from the base up through the cup. That is so cool. So these are $16 for choice, both hand painted Japan. And then there is this one. So if we turn it kind of like this, kind of starts on one and continues on the other. This one is a footed.
And have you seen those stands where the saucer stands up in the back and then it's got a hook to hang the teacup from? Yeah, so you can see the design on the inside.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, some of them kind of go like that, and some of them go like that.
Yeah.
And some of them, have it sitting and then that. So yeah, there's a few different styles of displays out there.
To best show off the details of each cup and saucer.
Yeah. Yeah, but this is a really beautiful and bold style. And that has a lot of gold. Lots and lots of gold. And you can see each one of those petals is outlined in gold.
Reminds me of the dragonware like that.
Hi, Demetrius. What are you still doing up? And Demetrius is in for 16. Thank you, Demetrius. And then this one, beautifully painted, but I love the dramatic black. It really makes the colors pop. So beautiful.
I like lilies. Oh, she's like, well, I'm looking for. Obviously. You might have come to the right place.
Shout it out. Wake everybody up who's looking for the teacups. All right, I'm going to count that down for Demetrius. Going once. Going twice. And sold. And hang on. Randy is sneaking in at the last second again.
Sneaky Randy.
And I'm not in there. Hang on 1 second. Let me pop in here.
Like I was trying to fly under the radar.
Oh, Randy. All right. So Randy is at 18. Randy is at 18 for choice. And I did remove the sold. We'll see if Demetrius would like to come in at 19 or higher.
Those look pretty big too, how wide they are.
Yeah, they are a good cup of tea.
I know lots of them are made just for decorative, but I mean, goodness sakes, you might as well be fancy and drink out of them.
Thank you, Demetrius. Hello, Apple. Counting down for Randy. Going once. Going twice. And sold. So, Randy, would you like the black one? Would you like the pink one?
Or both.
Or both.
Heck, why choose? Right? It is. It's getting late there on that East Coast.
It is.
It's getting late here in the middle of the country.
And Apple just got home. Ooh, were you having
Wow.
fun, Apple?
Late night. I hope it wasn't work. That wouldn't be any fun.
All right, so we're seeing it. Which color of cup Randy would like? Oh, you went to Broadway. Nice. What did you see?
Randy said both.
All right. Thank you, Randy. You see that? I still haven't seen that.
It's above
Oh, there it is.
apples. They all came in at the same time.
I got it. All right. Thank you, Randy. Thank you, Demetris.
Okay, I'm going to bring a big one. This is a Blinko vase. It is a globe style with the handles that are just these little applied handles on it. This color is turquoise. At a show, I would probably have this at around $100, and I can start it for $75 here. It is a large style. It's about over 3 pounds of glass. Has the pontil on the bottom there, but it's smooth. It's been, well, it's not smooth, but it's been polished. And you can see some of the age of this glass because of the scratching where it's been sitting on surfaces over the years. Kristen Ruby has been helping me out a lot and helping me identify times and time periods of ages of glass. They called this color turquoise, I believe. And it was in the 70s, I think, because it was what she called before they had designers. It's a pre-designer piece.
Oh.
So Blinko was making just, their own in-house things. And then as they progressed, they brought in specific designers to make for certain years or time periods worth to stay and do special runs and so forth. It does need a little bit of a wash job. It's had flowers in it, so it's got a little bit of a cloudiness right here. So I can probably do a little bit of cleaning up on it. And because of the age of it as well, let me see, I felt it earlier. It brushed up against something. I don't know if I can even keep, there's a few little like diagonal marks right here. It must have come up against something like a brick or something. If somebody put it up on top of like their mantle, might have hit the bricks on it and just a little scratch right there. But due to its age, that's kind of par for the course. But it is that big. So that makes it about 6.5 inches tall, and it is about 7 inches across. And what's funny is Mom had one of these come out of her house that went out to the booth. I found one, and shortly after that, Kristen herself found one in the same vendor mall that I'm in. So they all kind of pop out of the woodwork at the same time.
Wow, that is quite a coincidence.
Yeah. So
same color?
Yes, all the same color. Yeah, this shape, same color. So it'll probably go to a mid-mod show for me and or my other glass show down in Alabama. So it's a good piece of glass. It's substantial. Yep, this is the one she found when she came down, Yvonne. And then I found this one on another trip afterwards. So I was like, oh, I know what that is now for sure. Sometimes you look at it and you're like, it should be something, but I'm not exactly sure what it is. So Blinko is harder to discern who made it because they didn't mark their pieces earlier on, like a lot of glass companies. And the pontil is just one of the telltale signs of it being, and it's a lot thicker glass as well. So this is probably one of the last times it'll show up on a YouTube sale. I'll go in my boxes for a show.
That's an amazing piece. Beautiful color.
Yeah, it is. That's my item.
Okay. And yeah, unless you're in Colorado, probably not going to see that one again. But apparently they're all in Colorado.
Well, that's funny because they're all three here. Well, no, I got that one I got that one coming back from a trip. I brought it to Colorado, so now there are 3 here, but
Stole it from another state.
I did. Can't have it.
Okay, if anybody is Irish out there, you might be extra interested in this piece. I did have it at a previous sale. It is by Tara, Royal Tara of Ireland.
Yeah.
And it is a Bridget cross. It's got the sticker and the handmade. So this is for, I looked it up. I wanted to get more information. St. Bridget's Cross, also known as Mary of the Gale. And she is the patroness of Ireland. She was born in Dundalk in 450 AD. And she is accredited with the first one creating this style of cross. Mm-hmm. It's usually created from rushes, however, occasionally from straw, or in this case, porcelain. It is to keep evil, fire, and hunger from the homes in which it is displayed.
Yep. We had one of those at Mom's house. My aunt brought it back for her from Ireland. And hers was made out of straw, I believe. They are neat, though.
It is 7 inches, 7 by 7. And on the back, you can see right here, it's got a little spot where you can hang it by a nail or a hook.
Yeah.
Right there.
I don't know if I've seen any made out of porcelain. They put the details like the straw too. That's cool.
Yeah, it does. It does look like it is woven with the way that they did it. Thank you, Sherry. It is beautifully done. It's got the little shamrocks on it on each end, and then like it's tied off. And oh, thank you, Delaney. Delaney at 15. Sherry at 16. And Trina at 20. Yeah, and Tara, I mean, we all know Balik, but Tara is also one of the premier companies out of Ireland doing beautiful porcelain work. And it's a good size, 7 by 7. It's a nice size, but it's not going to take up a huge amount of space.
No, that's a nice twist on it in the porcelain.
And I see Delaney in first at 23, Trina at 25. And I'll try to get in here close so you can see, yeah, that they really made it look like it was woven there.
Yeah, I like the appreciation to those details.
And then beautiful multicolored shamrocks on it. And then it does have both marks on the back. I guess just in case the sticker came off.
Right.
We've got Sherry at 26. And that is, bone china. There we go, bone china. Even better. Trina is at 27. Delaney is out. Thank you, Delaney. Thank you, Sherry. Sherry is out.
I thought Kathy was just adding details for us. She's like, I was Googling on the wrong page.
And let's see. So we have Trina, Sherry, and Delaney. Okay. So I think Trina, you are the high offer. So I am counting that down. Going once. Going twice. And sold to Trina. Thank you, Trina. Thank you, Delaney. And thank you, Sherry. I appreciate your offers. And we're going back to Becky.
Okay. We're going to go a totally different direction. I have The Joys of Jello.
Oh, yum.
Right? It's got a color photo cover on both sides. This would be a $7 start. I tried to find a copyright and I couldn't, so I was just kind of guessing somewhere between the 50s and 60s based on the graphics.
Wow, it has been a long time since I've seen that General Foods logo.
Yeah, General Foods Kitchen, and it was it's trademarked. Oh, there. Well, it's the 4th edition, first publishing, but it doesn't have a date.
So close.
Yep. And it's got all the recipes, let's see, including some color photographs throughout. This is the basic Bavarian.
Ooh, what makes it Bavarian?
Let's see. No idea.
Okay.
Oh, Bavarian pie. Prepare the basic Bavarian, measuring in, well, it's the recipe. Pouring the Bavarian mixture into a cooled baking pie shell. It doesn't have, all it says is Jello, any flavor, sugar, boiling water, fruit juice, and Dream Whip topping.
Oh, okay.
So it was before we had Cool Whip, or they weren't the same company. These are fun because they have like the squares when you cut up the Jello.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, like the window pane, or they're calling it crown jewel.
Ooh.
Or broken window glass. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, this one's on a grape Westmoreland grape and fennel cake stand.
Isn't that more fun than the Jello? When you can identify the glassware.
Yeah, that's why I look at cookbooks anymore, is to see what kind of stuff they served it on. And let's see, we missed another color page.
Do they have any savory?
Oh yes, there's all sorts of vegetables in Jello here later. I mean, this it's served on lettuce. Yeah, let's see. Layered cheese and apples. You know, I mean, not grew up. Here's the savory ones. I grew up going to funerals in the Midwest, and it wasn't a church ladies, get together unless there were a good dozen Jello salads in the church basement. And if one of them didn't have celery and something else in it, they hadn't done their job either.
Celery I can handle. Celery, carrots.
This one's got tomato and cucumbers, looks like. Maybe even cauliflower and radish.
I would probably be okay with cucumbers also.
See, because this one's cauliflower in it. And this one has radishes in it. And this one has cucumbers and tomatoes.
Yeah.
I know. Vegetable salad.
It's like in mind. I can draw the line at which ones you could put in Jello and which ones you couldn't.
This one's got olives in it.
Olives, yeah, with pimento. Yes.
I know that Katie at Vintage and Vinyl was making a whole bunch of these and trying them out. But there are just certain ones that I just am not willing to go for. Just saying. But in the layered ones, and what's neat is that the back it has some of the different shaped molds, and it says you could send off for them.
Oh,
yeah,
that's fun.
So, and some old Jello graphics for their cartons as well. I
do still like Jello. In the summertime, especially, it's still refreshing.
It is very much so. So, all right. And let's see, it had about 96 pages in it. And it has an index in the back if you want something specific. So you give me a fruit or vegetable, and I can probably find a recipe in here for it.
And you guys, I know you're asking where Joe and stuff is. I have Gracie sitting next to me, and she's resting comfortably. So that's kind of keeping Joe away. Plus, again, he doesn't like the sound of the machinery downstairs. So he's not spending as much time downstairs these days.
With all the fans still running.
Yeah, he doesn't like the sound of them. They're just a little too loud for
Yeah.
him. So after Monday, when hopefully the equipment can go away, then Joe should be back to normal and hanging out here. No takers for the Jello. Oh, guys. I mean, it's Jello. There's one recipe I've hung on to because I keep meaning to try it. Just because, again, I like Jello, but it's you make popcorn, and while the butter is hot, you pour in some Jello powder,
Yeah.
and that flavors your popcorn.
It'll
And I
probably
keep
be like making it like candy corn almost, like putting a sugar coating on it.
a
Yeah.
little sugar coating, a little flavoring, a little coloring. And I keep meaning to try. It's like, buy some Jello and give it a try. So
Right.
that's kind of on my list because it kind of sounds intriguing.
Yeah.
Might not work for every flavor, but I think there's some flavors out there it could work for. Hi, Bonnie.
Oh, right. It would be good for junk journaling.
Sue, you don't like Jello either? Oh my gosh, there's so
My
many
middle
things.
child is like, no, I will not eat Jello. I'm like, okay. Somebody told her too many things about it. I was like, all right, not a problem.
All right. Well, you can get kosher Jello also.
Oh, well, that would be good.
If you go over to the kosher section, just in
Yeah.
case you're concerned about the ingredients in Jello, I can't remember the brand. Is it Royal? Maybe
Oh,
it's Royal.
yeah, that's
One
a
of them.
possibility.
One of them anyway. It's made a little differently, and I do remember that it is kosher.
That'd be
Um,
cool.
okay, my next item is starting at $12. I think it is stainless steel. It's not marked, but I do think this bowl is stainless steel. I did have another one, and it had the cutouts all the way around. This one just has the cutouts on every other panel, but it has feet. It has feet on it. So nice. It's a little pedestal, but love a good metal bowl. And let me get in close without blinding everybody in the light so you can see the pretty cutout design on here. So this would be nice for a fruit bowl. It would be nice for a to serve like bread or buns or something in, because the metal will help keep them warm. You could kind of, if you have a, well, I was going to say these might, but you can, if it warms it. If the buns are warm, you put them in here, it warms the metal, it keeps everything warm. You know how that works. Sometimes
Put a fancy little bread lace doily on it. That'll be perfect.
Yes. And this is a good sized one too.
Mm-hmm. You wouldn't want to put a Jello salad in it. It would fall right through.
No, that would not work. 10 inches across and about 2.5 inches deep. So really good size and just really pretty design. And of course, with all of the different fall and winter holidays, but this could work. 4th of July, but definitely Halloween, line that with a whole bunch of little pumpkins or apples.
Yeah, it'd make a pretty centerpiece.
Mm-hmm. So that is just $12 for the stainless steel metal basket, footed metal basket. All right. And again, just a reminder, as it's getting a little later, if you saw something earlier you were interested in, we will be doing a speed round at the end, but you don't have to wait for the speed round, because I know on Saturday night it gets late, people get sleepy. So if you saw something earlier, you thought about it, you're interested in it, just go ahead and let us know in the chat. And
Okay.
I'll pull over Becky.
I have a bride and groom set of shakers. And yes, he is blue. I don't know the whole meaning behind that, but these will be an $8 start. Little hand detail behind his back with his tails, the button, boutonniere. He's got that cold paint for his mouth and his eyes and his top hat. And there's shakers. And then she has the details with the bouquet. Her eyes are closed.
Oh, she doesn't know he's blue.
Right? And she's got the dark hair. And look, I love this. Look at the little heart on her veil.
Oh.
And they are marked on the bottom, bride and groom, and then Hollywood. That should be Hollywood pottery. They are both marked. This one is a little bit fainter, but they don't have stoppers, but they're marked and they're super cute. I mean, I think he would be kind of fun just for some, I don't even know, by himself he would be fun with something for a display, but I couldn't split them up, so had to bring you the pair. And she does have the shaker, but it's right there. It's kind of hiding in her hair because her hair is so dark.
I know. Somebody needs to tell him to breathe.
Okay, right?
Breathe.
He's holding his breath.
Stop holding your breath.
He is 4¼ inches tall, and she is 3¾ inches tall. They're just about 1½ each direction this way. So.
And we've got Randy in at 8.
All right. They're just little guys. He reminds me a little bit of the Munchkin guys from Wizard of Oz.
Oh.
Right, Sue? Just like Elphaba from Oz. You just never know what's going to happen there. If you're familiar with Wicked, goodness knows what would happen. Purple.
Purple.
One-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eaters. That's what they'll be.
Oh.
I've seen these a couple times, and sometimes they have different color hair for the brides. But I don't remember what color the grooms were. I just remember seeing the different hair colors on the brides. Right? She'll probably have the baby blues, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Polka dot. Yes, like the Dr. Seuss one where the critter that keeps changing his colors of his spots. Was one of my favorite Dr. Seuss books. So we looks like we can count them down. All we got in is Randy there.
Yep, counting it down for Randy.
Right? It could be a shotgun wedding. You never know.
Going twice. And sold to Randy.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Earl Page.
Yeah, you absolutely could play Monopoly with them. That would be fun.
Yes, that would be fun.
Okay, up next, I am going to have choice. And these are going to start off at $12 for choice. And I have Egyptian glass perfume bottles. These ones each have 3 colors on them. Let me get them over here. So we will start with this one that has green on the bottom.
Ooh.
And it has blue with a gold band. This also has a gold band around the ruffle. Another gold band. On the pink here, there is some etching. So let me show you this little flower etched into the glass right there. Then we've got some more green and a green stopper. So that is the first one. The second one also has green on the bottom, blue, but the blue one has the etching and some gold paint on it. We've got another ruffle and then pink. And then the stopper here is pink.
Those are so dainty.
And then the third one has amber on the bottom and then green. And then the etching is right there on the green. We've got pink and then amber on the top with an amber dauber. And these are 5.5 inches tall. Oops. There we go. 5.5 inches tall. So your choice is the amber, green, and pink. The blue or the green, blue, and pink. And I have Sherry first. And oh, good night, Jan.
What are you trying to tell us, Randy?
And oops, we've got Sabrina at 14. So these ones are kind of similar, but the etching is in a different spot. This one has etching on the blue. This one has etching on the pink. A little different shape, but I think the colors are almost identical. Yeah. Sherry at 15, Sabrina at 16. But yeah, so pretty with all the little designs. And I think each one has this fun little ruffle on it. All right, Sabrina is at 16 and Sherry is out. Thank you. So we'll see. We'll go by the top. I'm going to count this down real quick. So let's see. Oops. Going once. Going twice. And sold to Sabrina. So this one has the green top. The etching is on the pink, but we'll call this one green with the green top. This one is pink with the pink top with the etching on the blue. And then this one is the amber top with the etching on the green. So we've got the amber, the pink, and the green.
It'd just be easier if she said all. Then she doesn't have to figure it out, right? Nope, there she goes. Pink top.
No pressure. The pink top one, which is this one. All right. That one is going to Sabrina. Thank you, Sabrina. And that was 16. Okay, which then leaves the other two. And that was Sherry.
Yeah.
So, Sherry, oops, I lost my chat. There it is. Sherry, would you like the green top or the amber top?
Oh, my chat jumped
The
on me.
green top for Sherry. Thank you, Sherry.
Nice.
Okay, and that does leave the amber top. So I'll open that up. If anybody's interested in the amber top, let me know.
Those are so lightweight. They're amazing.
They are. They
How they
are
got such
very
detail in
lightweight.
thin glass.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing how they work that and get etching in.
Mm-hmm.
There's no glass there to etch.
No,
How do you etch into it? It's
yeah,
amazing. I would go right through.
right? All right, I have another piece that Mom sent in a box.
Ooh.
This is a paperweight. It's mostly, well, it was round and then it's been cut off at the bottom flat. It's been nice and polished. It does have a sticker on it, and we can start it at $20. She had it at the booth going to at 25. So what we have the Millefiori style with the floral, and then is that Latticino with the twisting of the cane and those other pieces in there.
Wow, that
So
is so cool.
it's clear with the white, and then they're a very dark purple is what I'm seeing
Mm.
with the floral style inside it. And it has a clear core, but it has so much of those pieces inside that it really fills it up. It is just about this big, which means 2 inches tall and just about 2 inches across. Now here is the sticker. So it does say Murano, and then it says something Italy at the bottom, I believe. It's so small. So with all the debate about the Murano being Murano or not Murano, I believe it to be Murano. Let me see if I can read anything else on this sticker. Yes, it says Murano, Italy. So I would think this one would be very likely to be Murano. It doesn't say the style of Murano. It doesn't say, just Murano style made in Italy. It says Murano made in Murano, Italy. So, I mean, that's about as specific as you can get.
And we've got Sabrina in at 20. That is beautiful.
It's so, I mean, every time I go to a glass place, it still amazes me how they do it. Um, just because they're working with such high temperatures, volatile medium, and to be able to get such
Mhm.
detailed items is just a very intriguing craft to me.
Well, and I've been following one of the glass blowers who puts out a lot of shorts.
One, two,
And
three,
the
four,
part that amazes me is when they're working on a piece and
Mm-hmm.
they're doing this and they're doing that and they're doing this, the color
Yes.
you're seeing because it's fired and it's hot has no bearing on the
Mm-mm.
color that it turns out to. And the fact that they can visualize that
Mm-hmm.
as they're doing it,
Yeah.
knowing, what color is what. It's incredible. Oh, Sabrina's asking if it's purple or black.
Well, that's what I was trying to double check. I think it's a dark purple. I don't believe it's black. Let's see if I put the white. I mean, that doesn't help much.
What
Let's
I
see.
see,
I
what I
put
see in the
something.
lighting, it looks like a very dark purple.
I'm going to get something that is black and put it next to it, and let's see if we can discern it that way. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely got some color to it.
Mm-hmm.
And there are 6 of the Millefiori flowers
Gorgeous.
around all over the paperweight. Yeah, that's my flashlight. It's black. I just want to make sure that, like when you put black up to navy and navy up to black, so
Mm-hmm.
you can tell the difference. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't think about that. There's no glow in there. Just FYI. But,
And we've got Sabrina at 27, Patty
okay.
at 28.
Oh, you're voting at navy? Don't think it's navy.
No, I
Pretty
think it's
sure it's a
purple.
dark purple.
Yeah. Oh,
That's the
Jeanette wants you
one.
to shine your black light on it.
Oh, well, it's blue, so I mean it'll.
Sabrina
Oh,
is at
Penny.
30. Delaney says brown.
Listen. Yeah, that doesn't help. This makes it look more purple because it's like a bluey purple light.
And Patty is at 31. Sabrina is out. Thank you, Sabrina.
Try this again.
Hi, Gracie. Hi there. I know Gracie's been having a nice long nap and now she woke up. Ah.
Oh, well, if I had a flashlight, my flashlight's on my phone. All I have is a black light. Do I
Mm.
have, let's see. I have a tea light, but it's a yellow light, and that's not going to do much of anything except for it'll illuminate it from the inside a little bit there.
Mm-hmm.
It's a flickering one too. It doesn't help us change the color discussion much though.
No.
Okay.
All
All
right. Well,
right, so Sabrina is out.
yep. Counting it down for Patty.
Okay.
Going
Sorry,
once,
I bumped it.
going twice, and sold.
All right. Thank you so much. All right. Patty Rose, I got you down.
Okay, so there are times when we try to figure out what things are made out of.
Or at least that's plum. She's gonna.
I am still trying to figure out what this is made out of. If this is made out of metal or if this is made out of plastic.
Right, Sue.
Like, I think it might be molded out of plastic with a metal on top of it. And that's what's throwing me off. This is going to start at $15. I'm going to show you the back. It's very well made piece. Took me a little bit to find what this was.
Yeah.
But I found it. I did find it. But it's really neat. So you have this wood frame, and then you have like this burlap type fabric. And then this feels like it is probably molded out of plastic, but then there is this like metal on top of it to give the design detail. So this is in France.
Huh.
And this is the Hotel de Ville in Saint Quentin in France.
I was worried you're going to make us guess for a minute.
No. It's not that recognizable of a spot.
No.
But it's so cool. It's an amazing building, and I love the way this looks with the silver and the black,
Yeah.
and then such a contrast between the wood and the burlap. It's a really cool piece. It has the hanger right here. You can
Mm-hmm.
see it's very nicely done, encased in the wood frame.
Yeah, my first guess would have been somewhere in Germany.
Yeah, yeah, and it certainly doesn't look like a hotel, but wow,
No,
what a fancy hotel.
castle, cathedral.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it is the Hotel de Ville in Saint Quentin, which is in France. Because I found it, brought it up, and I'm like, okay, great. What country are you in? Because it was
Right.
telling me everything about it. It's like, you're assuming I know what country this is.
Gave you all the information but the one you wanted.
It is about 10 by 8.5 is the frame. And then this in the middle is about 5 by 6.5. But really cool piece, great architecture.
Yeah. I wonder if it was something else before it became a hotel
Oh, very possibly.
because it
Because it,
looked very cathedral or
yeah.
castle-esque as well. But
Oh yeah, it's way too grand to have been built as a hotel. Yeah, definitely. But it's something really, really special to see. And such a cool piece. So again, if you know it's somebody who likes that kind of gothic architecture,
mhm.
this could be a really fun addition, to a gallery wall where
Oh
you've
yeah,
got a bunch of stuff. Maybe you've got, black, everything's got a little black in it or something. That could be a fun centerpiece to have. Plus,
the
it's fun
kids
to mix textures and stuff.
the kids nowadays are going to all those neutral tones, the grays and the browns.
Hmm. Yep. So that is $15 for this really cool piece.
Turn it into the golden arches. Uh, that'd be some drive-through, wouldn't it?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I have another pin. This, which way does he go? I had it the right way, I thought. No, that is the right way. They're two little angelfish with like a mother of pearl kind of jelly center. And I'll start this one at $7. They have rhinestones on the fins, on top and the bottom, and the tails, as rhinestones for eyes. And yeah, definitely like a mother of pearl. Ooh, focus is going in and out. Sorry. Gold tone background has the rollover on the clasp. Oh, just my eye in the shot still getting me wanting to focus on me. It is 1.75 inches, just about square. By the time you get it turned this direction, how they're swimming, about each direction, 1.75 inches. It has it has green, red, and blue, I believe, are the different colors, and the light blue too on the tail for the rhinestones. Some of these have been really fun to look through and find, and I didn't see any marks on the back of this one.
Good night, Sue.
Oh, Sue. Have a good one.
We've got Delaney in for 7.
Okay. I don't see much else. These are they're pretty good condition too. I'm not seeing any scratches on that mother of pearls in the middle. But 2 little fishes off to school. About yay big.
All right. Well, we'll count this down for Delaney.
Fish
Going
pin.
once.
Gotcha.
Going twice. And sold.
All right. Thank you, Delaney.
Excellent. Those are so cute. Okay, I have a brooch. This one is going to start at $14 and it comes with a card.
Ooh.
So this is by Patrick Allison and it is made with handmade papers, acrylics, sterling silver, and textiles.
Wow. That's a lot of mediums.
It is. So it is this triangle here.
Oh.
And so what's done is the paper is in these acrylic squares. It has the stainless steel back or the sterling silver. Whew, sterling silver back. I'll show the back here.
Same initials.
And then it has this little stamp on each of the corners. And then the textiles is this
like the fibers, yeah.
Yeah, the little fibers that are wrapped around there. So yeah, so you can see the little papers that are encased in the acrylic. A few different designs that give it a lot of bright colors.
It's giving me a little bit of those 80s, 90s vibes too.
Mm-hmm.
Quite
It looks like it is about two by 2 by 2 all the way around.
Yeah, does it have any date on the card that you have from it by chance?
No. Here is the back that just says, you know, they're each one of a kind pieces, obviously, because, you know, different papers, different cuts from the paper.
Oh, does it have an artist name on it? Patrick Allison. That's
Allison.
right. That's right.
Yeah, Patrick Allison. So no, I'm not. I wish I knew 100% or approximate era. I wish I could figure that out, but no. Other than it's in fantastic condition. And again, there's the little marks in the corners. Ooh, 3 little marks in the corners. Really pretty. Again, it's about 2 by 2 by 2. So I'll hold it back here so you can kind of see how big that is. And then it is on a piece of sterling. And you can see on the back a little bit of that design also. And this is attached with wire. So that wraps around, it is wired. So it's going to stay in place and be a little more durable. All right. Well, we'll let you think about that. I know it's a little
I was Googling
different.
him quick to see if I came up with anything. I'm not seeing anything that's like that style art. Got one called an artichoke pendant that's similar, but I don't think nothing like that pin's coming up. Can't find everything on the interwebs, apparently.
You can't. You can't.
Bummer.
No, but we'll let you think about that one. I know it's a little different, but it's cool that it's on a sterling base.
Yeah. It is.
All right.
I like that part of it.
Its own little work of art.
Mm-hmm. All right. I'm going to bring up a fish to go with my fish pin.
Hey.
Right. So he's cobalt with yellow stripes and clear fins, an angelfish style again. And this is one. I'm going to see if I have anything under the tag here that Mom put on it. No, of course not. You know, sometimes they're not in the right place, and I didn't think about that at the beginning. Sorry. This will be a $10 start. Nope, there's nothing underneath it for a mark. I'm assuming that it's, you know, a more mass-produced one because it looks like there might have been residue from another sticker there. This is a nice ground bottom. That's just Mom's tag. I was trying to pull off to see if there was anything under it.
Really nicely made, though. That
Yeah.
yellow striping is well done.
Doesn't glow. I wondered. Sometimes the yellows do, but the cobalt is really bright. So you can see the core where the stripes came down, and then they added, I think it should have been cased in the clear for them to be able to pull off the nose and the fins and such. So let's see, he would be about 4.5 inches long and about 4 inches tall, and almost 2 inches at his widest this direction. So I will take off the rest of that sticker. That's our booth, our vendor number. But it's got the tool marks. I mean, even if it is a mass-produced piece, they, you know, because so much of it has come through in some of the trendy shops right now. But it's hard to find. I mean, the blue is a really popular color. It always has been, quite honestly. If you had a light behind it, it would really show off too how bright that color is. So, and he's got all his fin tips. He's got his nose. And I don't know. He's not a tiger one. It's just an angel, one of those bright colored angelfish.
Mm-hmm.
So I bet you that artist name would be a rabbit hole you could go down for a while, Trisha.
Oh, Patrick Ellison?
Yeah, I wonder if it's something local too for you.
Maybe.
Like a local artist. So
maybe.
But that's my offering. It was a $10 start.
Oh, right.
Try and get the rest of that sticker off while I'm here.
My next item, no, Joe, nope, not tonight. Not tonight. We got too many fragile things here. And you are a bull in a china shop.
Did you find anything, Jeanette?
So these, I've got another pair of teacups. They are going to be $12 for choice. And they're kind of two different styles. One of them is a Relco made in Japan. And the other one, is Shofu China, made in Japan.
I'm going to sneak away for just a second. I'll be right back.
Okay. So the first one is a very tall pedestal one with a beautiful reticulated saucer. This one is the Relco. So the Relco. Orange flower with a kind of purpley pink center, lots of gold, a bit of an iridescence, and then gold on the outside of the reticulation. And then here is the very tall pedestal with a very fancy handle. Oops. That pedestal is in gold. And then all around the rim, it is brushed in gold. with that iridescence. Iridescence on the inside also. It also has the Relco sticker on the bottom. So that is the first selection. And that is like a really tall cup. The second one, this one is the Shofu one. And this one is more of a Moriagi style, where it has all of this raised painting on the outside here. Like it's very raised. And then this beautiful painting on the inside with these lovely leaves and flowers. The cup also has that all around the rim. It has the Moriagi style. It does have a little bit of a footed kind of pedestal. And then here are the flowers. Oh, okay. Thank you, Patty. So he is a bench jeweler, Patrick Allison, the bench jeweler at Nordstrom in Seattle. All right. Well, maybe it was long enough ago that he's not doing that anymore. Maybe he's retired. All right. So here are the two choices. This one is the Shofu, made in Japan with the Moriagi style. That one, $12. Or the Relco. Yeah, Relco, reticulated with the long pedestal. And that one is also 12. All right. Oh, and then Patty is in. I was just about to pass on those.
Oh.
All right. So I do see Patty in first. I see Lois also in. And I see Randy in. All right. I'm going to hold up the cups here.
Wow. There must have been a little lag there. Goodness.
There might have been. Let's see. Can I put it like that? Oh, I can kind of put it like that. There we go.
I didn't think to go looking on eBay.
So we've got Patty at 15. This one is so unusual. I don't think I have ever seen a Moriagi style like that around the rim.
Dainty.
And Lois is at 20. Thank you, Lois. Yep, and you will get choice between the two styles. Very unique, very interesting, both made in Japan. And Patty is at 21. The saucer also has the Moriagi style around the rim. I guess it would probably go like this.
Oh, yeah.
To match that design. There we go, like that. And then this one has the beautiful reticulated saucer with the gold around the outside. Oh yes, Christy, you did. You got the two Limoges saucers from me. Yes. Yes, that was very nice.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're seeing Lois. Yeah, Lois is out.
Lois is out, so we'll see if Randy would like to come in at 22 or higher.
Well, that could get complicated having it in two different places like that, couldn't it?
Well, but not for me because
No,
I
because you're seeing it all together. Yeah. Yeah, Sherry, she's watching on my channel, the dual stream that we're
Yes.
trying out tonight.
Yes. Well, we do. Yeah. Jen and I have been
Yeah.
doing this for a while. It works. It works really well.
I wonder
And
why they finally figured that out. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
oh, that's all right. That's all right. All right. I am counting this down for Patty. Going once. Going twice.
Yeah, I can understand that. It can could get confusing if you're not seeing all the stream at the same time.
And sold to Patty. So, Patty, would you like the orange flower? The Moriagi one. I know, isn't that unique? It's so cool. And Pat's one, that's the one Patty is taking.
Okay.
Thank you,
So
Patty.
is Lois your next one then?
Yes, Lois is next. Put that right there. Yes, hello, Gracie. Hi there. And so we'll give Lois first option if she would like the pedestal with the reticulated. We'll see if Lois would like that one.
Does it differentiate? Like I know sometimes if people do Facebook, it has a different icon, but does it differentiate between, or does it just say
If you're
Face or
watching,
YouTube on both of them?
if you're watching on StreamYard, there's a little thing that looks like a link.
Okay.
There's a little
Mm-hmm. I
and
saw that come up with Patty's name, so I was wondering what Lois's would look like with
that's
that
what
one.
Lois's looks like on mine.
Oh,
So
okay.
everybody is regular on my StreamYard, but the people who are coming in on your channel have a link next to them.
Yeah. There's only 8 or 9 people watching on my side, so
Yeah.
it's not.
Well, and Patty, that's why we have the streamer down below here and why we make announcements throughout
Yeah,
that.
and that's why you're able to put up the chat like that too. Lois says she'll pass.
Okay, so Randy, are you interested in this one? So we'll see if Randy is interested, and
Yeah, I know we've tried it a couple times with our Facebook group with Steven, but it can be a little complicated.
Yeah.
There's no need to choose. It's fine. It's an origination with Trisha, and that's not a problem.
I mean, you would normally be on my channel on Saturday nights.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, I think it's just actually just getting a few other people because normally, I think like when Yvonne popped in, she's like, "Wait, I didn't know you had a live," and it's because it came up that way, notification for her. So yeah.
Right. Okay, Randy will take that. We'll take that. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Randy. Yeah, it's just looking at the number of people who leave comments. Oh, I didn't know you were live. Oh, I didn't get notification. There's so many times people just don't have an opportunity, but like they got notification from Becky, so they were able to join us. So yeah, we're trying to be able to include as many people who get the notification. Oh, I want to come. So
yeah, and whoever's streaming is originating it, as long as you're in a habit of putting up like the different comments, which takes a bit of getting used to too, because I know that I barely ever do it when when I'm supposed to. It's because when I'm by myself, I don't think about it. But when I'm
Mhm.
with Steven, I'm like, oh, I should be putting them up because not everybody can see it. So yeah, gotta get back in all the grooves here. So I have a cobalt roller skate shoe. This can
That's
start at
fancy.
Yeah, it can start at $8 because I believe it was a remake of some sort somewhere because like right here there's a little break in the design, like there might have been a bubble in the glass when it was pushed into the mold. And then there's like a little bit of extra glass right here on the end. So not finished as neatly as some of the companies who would have made it would do. So but then
Mhm.
again, like I say, the remakes were made in the 90s and the 80s, so they're already vintage themselves.
Yeah, very
So
true.
you can see like the laces too on the shoe right there. But and even so, as these molds were used, the more they were used, the detail starts to slowly fade away.
Mm.
So some of the detail, like on the shoe there, is not as crisp as it probably was on the original manufacturer. So, but still, it's a great color. I love the style, especially with the roller skates. And it
Never seen
is
one. Yeah, I've never
really,
seen one with roller skates either.
it's about 4 inches tall and then about 3 inches
Well,
from
that's fun,
this
Delaney.
way.
Delaney's sister is in roller derby.
Oh, wow. And it's about 1 inch. This is a little bit wider at the top than down
We
here.
have a really big roller derby league here. Really big.
We have
It is
one that Jeff's
hugely
cousin used to
popular.
announce for him. So Helen needs that. It reminds me of a Victorian shoe on rollers on wheels. So I've seen these on and off my whole life, but that's probably because,
Mhm.
I've you know, my parents were antique dealers.
Yeah, you're a little more in tune with the glass. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
never seen that.
I've
That
seen them in clear and then
now
some of
I'll
these,
bet I'll see them everywhere.
right?
When I go to
Yeah.
an antique mall, I'll be like, "Oh, there's one.
Yeah.
I
But
never
there's
saw it
no maker
before."
mark on it. It goes down to a very narrow, and it doesn't have, let's see, right here. It's not a bubble. It's just, oh no, it's just not as finely finished. But it's a great little piece to sit on the shelf. So,
Oh,
yeah.
Leanne used to be in roller. She's got the right height.
Oh wow.
Good height to be in roller derby.
I know, Randy. Yeah, my Jeff's cousin used to announce for the local roller derby. The
Mm,
Derby Dames, I think, was their name here in Colorado Springs. So I think we have Patty
yes,
in.
have Patty in. We can count that down.
Yeah.
Going once.
I do like picking up anything in cobalt. It's just a great color.
Going twice.
Roll
And
through.
sold.
Okay. Thank you, Miss Patty. Appreciate it.
Okay, I brought a pair of earrings. I'm going to sell them as a pair because they both have butterflies on them. So I thought they could be nice for the butterfly lover. They are for pierced ears. The first pair has a small butterfly on them, so I'll show them first. They are silver tone.
Hi, Patrick.
So with these, okay, that's a little stiff.
Oh yeah, those are. Does it go up?
Now I'm gonna make sure that they work a-okay. Oh yeah, that has to go up a little bit. So yeah, so you pull that out You put your that through your hole, and then that goes in, and then it needs to go just up a smidge to get that undone. But oh, which way does the design go? It goes this way. All right. So you have this pretty flower
Okay.
with a little rhinestone, and there's a teeny tiny little butterfly down there, but a really pretty enamel flower. And then there's a couple enamel leaves right on top there. So that is the first pair. So I'll show them together. They're complementary depending on if you want to wear the rhinestones in the center, you know, like this facing you with the butterfly facing out. And then the others are more of a gold tone, and they are half butterflies.
Oh, look at that.
So when you wear them, you just have half the butterfly.
Unfortunately, Patrick, I don't think that one is Fenton. It doesn't have any mark on it, but totally different than I've seen for a long time now. So, boy, those are full of rhinestones.
Yeah, they're very bright and colorful, and yeah, very full of rhinestones. Oops, let me do it this way. There. So both pairs, you get 2 pairs, $10. I cannot get those going the right direction.
It's almost as bad as just the backwardsness of the camera all by itself.
So there's that pair.
Cute.
And that pair.
It almost looks like a ladybug where the red rhinestone is too.
Oh.
That's what I thought at first. But it's too big for that compared to the butterfly.
Yeah. Well, the butterfly is just teeny, teeny, tiny. All right. So we'll pass on those. And back to Becky.
Okay. This is something a little bit different. I have these blue jays, bluebirds, salt and pepper shakers. Let's see. Same thing, trying to make sure I can show both the tops. One has 3, one has 2. They are made in Japan, and they will be a $10 start. They have all blues, yellows with black and white detailing on them. Look like some airbrushing and then some cold paint for like the eyes and the detailing on the wings. Super bright colorway with the yellow. They just look like cute little budgie birds to me. They do have their stoppers. They are about yay big, which means they're about 2.5, basically by 2.5, tall and long, and about 2 inches across. But they must not have been used. They must have been in somebody's collection and just sat on a shelf, because if anybody had used them, their eyes and probably the paint, like right here on the wing detail, would probably have soaked off in terms of like wear and tear of using them often or rinsing them off.
Oh, yes.
He has one little tiny, he's missing just a dot of blue paint right there underneath on that edge of his beak. But they're really cute little blue jays. Or I don't know if there's some other one with a yellow belly with blue wings. I don't know.
Not a birdologist.
I am not a birdologist. No. Our hawk came back in our neighborhood, though. That was kind of cool.
Oh, wow.
We had a hawk. They had a nest right across the street from us And he's come back this spring. I saw him yesterday. He is a noisy feller, but I like it because he's going after the bunny rabbits around here. So
Well,
they're
anything small that moves, yeah. So
Mhm.
be careful with your dogs and cats too.
Yeah, well, we don't have to worry about that. The mouse, he could go after the mouse too, and I'd be happy. Goodness sakes.
They cover, like, when they pick a spot, they
Hmm.
cover a huge radius.
Yeah.
And
Well, he just sits up in the top of the tree, which is it's a dead cottonwood, and he just sits there and calls and calls and calls. So I'm sure, I don't know if that's part of his location of stuff, or maybe he's looking for somebody. But he kept
maybe.
calling for his parents last year. I mean, his mom, he's like, "Hey, where'd you go?"
Oh,
I know, but they're just such a nuisance. We didn't used to have them, and they eat up my yard, and I'm sorry. I'm not happy when I see them in the road, but I don't still want to see them in my yard. And the hawk needs dinner too, so we got Randy in at 10.
and there's always more bunnies.
Oh, there's so many of them. I'm surprised they're not going after the squirrels because there's tons of those here too.
Well, he'll get to them.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so going once, going twice.
Yes. Um, well, but he didn't sit in my tree. He sits in the one across because that's where his nest was and that's where he was hatched out of. So, all right, I got you, Randy. Thank you. And
Well,
we
hopefully
have
he's.
a great horned owl that comes around
Ooh,
seasonally too. So, and he is huge,
oh wow.
so big. Thank you.
Well, hopefully a gal comes along and they can have a nest together.
No, we didn't used to have them at all. Like the bunnies and I don't know where they came from. I don't know where they moved in from. Something changed with critters and big critters and small critters, and all of a sudden we had bunnies. We've lived here 25 years, and in the last 3 or 4 years we have bunnies in the
No,
yard now.
somebody probably got them for Easter and then.
Something. Yep.
Yeah, we have someone on one of our sides, I think, is a bunny breeder, and every once
Oh,
in a while one will show up here and take up
hmm,
residence.
yeah.
But we have, I mean, yeah,
Well,
we have hawks and stuff here, but we also have coyotes and stuff, and
yeah.
they.
I live between two mesas, which, so I mean, I'm in the middle of the city, but we have everything. It's kind
Yeah,
of weird.
yeah,
So,
we have a protected salmon stream. It takes up a lot of space. It's
hmm,
very long, it's kind of wide, and it runs through. There are like a few um, spin-offs of it that run through, and it's all protected. So yeah, the wildlife runs through all of that, right through
yeah.
suburbia. But
Yeah,
there's
we have
this.
a waterway right behind our house.
Yeah,
That's like a drainage ditch, but there's always water in it. So it's become like it's like the animal freeway because they come up and down it and yeah, cross under the road with it and everything. So
hmm,
that's where they like to go.
yeah, yeah. So we've got a huge variety also, and then we're close enough to a really big lake. And one day I was looking out my back, and three couples of ducks all
Oh
together
yeah.
were walking through, because I
Hmm.
remember, and then I saw them and I went, oh yeah, that's right, last year one of the duck couples came here and had their eggs, and
Hmm.
then they took took them all back to the lake. Well, I guess they invited 2 more couples because
Hey, we know this great spot. Yeah, the mallards come up in the morning and go down in the afternoon, walking through. So yeah, Easter remnant. There might be less vegetable gardens because that is something that changes with the residents and how old they are around here too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen a bear in a while though, so that's good.
All right. So
Wow.
I have, this is going to be choice of 2. They are polyester, but they're a very silky polyester. $8 choice for the 2 scarves, 36 by 36 inches. And this one is pink with a beautiful dogwood. No, cherry blossom. That's it. Cherry blossom design. I've got my dogwood on the brain now. I've got one out in the back, but this is a
Ooh.
cherry blossom design. So that is choice number 1. Choice number 2 is purple and pink.
Oh, it almost looks royal blue, but it's royal purple.
Yeah, it is a, well, yeah, it's just purple enough. My camera's making it a little blue, but it is a little more purple. Oh, I wish I had blue. Yeah, I don't have blue. I have black. Is that going to help? No, but there you can kind of see a little bit the purple, in it.
Yeah, Patty
Thank
in.
you, Patty. But this one, really nice, bright colors and beautiful floral design.
These
Like,
would be even pretty for centerpieces or scarves on a table.
yes. So a little bit of hibiscus in here, but beautiful colors.
That's right. We have to have that discussion. What else would we talk about? like in Music Man, horse, mule. No, that's Fiddler on the Roof. Sorry. Well, the cameras are so different, and what device you're watching on is so different. So it is really hard. And I know we try our best to describe it accurately to you all. So
well, and I think the ring light, the blue light from the ring light, it alters the colors sometimes, depending on, I think, the fabrics and the dyes that are used. Because I know sometimes I have a hard time showing teal because it just won't show teal sometimes. All right. So I am going to count these down for Patty. Going once, going twice, and sold to Patty. And Patty, you can let me know if you would like the pink one or the purple one. I know it looks blue, but it's purple.
All right.
Oh, Patty will take both. Thank you,
Nice.
Patty. Nice.
I found that I say that a lot. I did a glass video that I had that I found that I forgot about from February that I just did this week. And it's a glass art studio in Texas. And they have a viewing area where they answer everybody's questions and let you watch their blowing. And every time he said something, I was like, nice, nice, nice. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's annoying. Didn't realize it until I went to edit the video, and I'm like, I need to not say that one anymore, at least not all the time. Let's mix it with some other exclamations of some sort. But I have a blue whale. He is a cobalt whale. Mom has him it doesn't have a maker on him. He has a not polished, but a ground base. And it looks like there was some, I don't know, it looks a little bit clear to me in the center. Like it doesn't look, it's really hard to see that. Like right here, it's a little bit lighter. So it might have had some clear in
Nice.
the middle.
It's nice.
Exactly. Exactly. So he can start, she had him at 20, he can start at 15. And he reminds me of some of the Viking styles, but I don't believe that he is because of the way he's finished at the base.
I am going to be right back.
All right, sounds good. I know you don't realize some of the things you say automatically until you're recorded saying them over and over again. But so it's a good size little whale. And he measures about 5.5 inches long by 2 inches wide. And with his tail sticking up, let's see if we can get a measurement on that. He's about 3 inches tall from here to the base. Got a cute little mouth. I mean, he almost looks like a shark without teeth, but he's a fun shape. It's like doing a speech and umming or awing over and over again. No, he's not iridescent. It's just a glossy glass. What I think you're seeing is the reflection of the screen from the camera on the glass, like right here. That's a reflection. I was trying to get him close enough. Yeah, he is so shiny that all this is a reflection of the phone screen on him. I mean, that was one of the things that was drilled into my head in, I think I had 8th grade, was speech. The ums and the uhs and all that. Try not to do that, but wow. I couldn't believe how many times I said nice in that video. I really couldn't edit it out, so I'm now going to be more self-conscious of that. And we have Patty in at 15. Thank you so much. Not that big. He's a little heavy. He's well over a pound of glass. So we'll take a drink for the lag since Miss Trisha is not back yet. And if anyone else wants to be in, be 16 or higher. Nothing like recording yourself and finding all of those phrases and things that you find a little bit tedious, and try and change your habits on. So there are fewer overused phrases too. Oh yes. Oh yeah, totally. I agree with you, Patty, on that. So let's see. I can put this in here. We'll count you down. We will be going once. The one that drives me crazy is "let's go." I'm like, that one is overused in my opinion. Between the sports and the commercials, and then when people have live auctions and they're trying to encourage people to bid and just yell "let's go" at the camera, that really turns me off for watching. So going twice.
Let's go.
I know, see? Oh my gosh. I'm between that and the commercial for the football guy right now. I'm like, stop. I turned on a whatnot auction one day, and that's all they were yelling the whole time that the 30 seconds was going on. And I was like, okay, I'm done. Next channel. Thank you, Patty.
Oh my. Yeah, there are definitely a few phrases that yeah, it's like as soon as one person uses it, then a couple people use it, and then boom, everybody.
Yes, and then there's the difference between that and like the ones that we like subconsciously say all the time, like the ums and the ahs and nice.
Nice.
We have a couple of friends who do Fenton ones on Facebook, and they're always saying it's gorgeous, it's stunning, it's gorgeous. I'm like, find some more adjectives.
It's hard. It's hard
Mm-hmm.
to find all the right words
I
to
know. Well, I
describe.
know, that's one of my things that I've tried to do is at least try and use some different words in describing things well, because everything can't be exactly the same adjective. So, what you got for us?
Well, I have got technically a card,
Mm-hmm.
but they really are like little works of art that should be framed.
But that one's kind of funny, Kathy.
So they do come with ginormous envelopes because they're cards. Um, but there's an interesting little write up on the back of them about the artist.
Thank you, Patty.
So let me see. I'm going to hold it. I'm going to hold it here so you can see. So her name is Maxine Noel.
Is it the same artist on all the cards?
There's just two. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
And she was born in Manitoba of, oh gosh, Santee Alglada Sioux parents. I'm not saying that well.
Wow.
She spent her early childhood on her mother's reserve, but at the age of 6, she left to attend an Indian residential school. And anyways, she got into art, took advanced classes, and became a very accomplished artist. But she does her art under her Sioux name, which I'm not going to be able to say, so I'll show you. That is her Sioux name. So that is how they are signed.
Is it Ione, maybe?
Maybe. Maybe.
Huh. Interesting.
But she's Canadian, and these were printed in Canada, but they are nice and big. So this one is called Tomorrow's Child. And I'll show her art. Now these little marks on here, that is like her style. That's like the style of her background of her art.
And did you say what size these were? And
I haven't measured.
Okay.
So let's see. The cards are 9 by 6.
Oh.
And the artwork is 6.5 by 5. So 9 by 6, but 6.5 by 5. So that is your first choice.
They're smaller than I thought. I know. We always have to hold it up to our head. Everybody's like, that's the best thing. I'm so glad you hold it up to. I'm like, it's a Trisha. I got it from Trisha.
So technically a card, but I think these would look great framed and just, used as art. So this one is called Knight's Protection.
Wow. Do we have a date or time period she made these in?
No. I know. I don't know anything. I think she's still active. So I'm not sure I'm not sure how to, other than to like really do a deep dive into her work to try to find the time period.
Other than the colorways, but that doesn't have any, it really doesn't tell us any time period.
No, but they're both, mother and child. They are very beautiful, well done, very nice, complementary to each other.
Yeah.
And so they're $6 a piece, And again, I think they would be awesome just framed as art. But I think it's interesting that she is a Canadian Sioux, and
Mm-hmm.
um,
Oh,
really
wow.
really showing off her heritage. She became
Yes.
a oh, thank you, Patty, a full-time artist at
79.
79.
Wow. So I would see, I was guessing with the color palette somewhere in the 80s to 90s, because
That
that
could
seemed
be
to, but it's really hard because, an artist's colors have no bearing on necessarily the trendy things. So,
right.
but yeah, those are interesting. All right. I have another fun little book. So it's basic. I don't even know if you can read what that says. It's written in pencil. I can't even read it. I'm not even going to try at this point. It's recipes. And
Oh, is it?
somebody took this little Milwaukee, um, Chicago, Milwaukee, St. Paul, and Pacific. So it was a railroad road. Ooh, goodness. There go the words. Little, like, just journal,
Oh,
or
it looks
a
like an
notebook.
address. Looks like an address book.
Yes, but they cut it. They cut it
Oh, they did
and then
that.
made the notches and wrote those handwritten ooh wee, it's gonna get hard
Wow.
to talk. Hand wrote those in. And
Wow.
yeah. So, and then it has all different little recipes that are handwritten in here. So I was gonna start this around $12 because it's very unique with the handwritten recipes. And the
Mhm.
book itself, I know I thought I saw a date on it at one point, but Aunt Helen, somebody wrote in here.
Oh,
And it's got a few little like paper clippings of, what's this one got? Today's mystery special. Call Wild Bill. I'm not quite sure what that special is. But it has like little ads and stuff. And then this was like another little Waldorf salad recipe. There was a
oh,
church supper one that I had that fell out earlier. Oh, this was where I had found the date. This church supper advertised for 1938 from May 19th.
oh,
So
wow.
90 years ago, 90,
Wow.
85 years ago. Yeah. So at least into the 30s. Um, so, and this page must have been used a lot because there's a little bit of, when those recipes get stuff spilled on them when you use them all the time, this page was
Mhm.
open a lot. It had new starlight cake was this recipe. So I just found it interesting. This was stuck in with lots of the cookbooks that were at Mom's house. So not something that's going to be repeated. It's a one of a kind thing because somebody made it and then just filled it up with different things that they wanted to keep track of. That's the pickle page. Apple pickles and sweet pickles, mock cherry pie, and dill pickles are on this page. So, rice, pineapple salad. I mean, there's not a lot of people who can read all of this, cursive anymore either because it was so tiny. We found a few things in my grandmother's handwriting in boxes going through to Mom's house, and my aunt was like, could she have written any bigger so we could actually read it? So it's just a fun little notebook with some history in it. It's about well, actually 7 by 5 is the size of it. So, all right. That was my offering.
Well, and yeah, people love looking at those old
Mm-hmm.
recipes to see, the ingredients and how things have changed.
Yes, and the measurements and how you, yeah, the terms they use. I'm sure you've seen that guy on TikTok or Instagram who's made a book now, a cookbook of vintage recipes, and he does little videos making the recipes. He's pretty funny.
Okay, I have another pair of earrings. These ones, two pairs of earrings, they both have dragonflies on them.
Ooh.
So they are going to start at $10 for the pair. The first pair are gold tone. Ooh.
I know it's so hard to show the dangly earrings.
It is like, ah!
Mm-hmm.
So gold tone, there is the little dragonfly. It
Yes,
is
PC.
surrounded by rhinestones. Oh, I forgot to highlight that. There we go. So there is the first pair. Oh, there, I just noticed there's even rhinestones up here.
Yeah.
So these are for pierced ears. So that is the first pair. The
Oh,
second
cool.
pair, they are silver tone. And they've got the little enamel dragonfly, pink and blue, little flowers, and then these little plastic, little faceted little beads. They're
That's
also for pierced ears. So you will get both pairs of dragonfly earrings. Oops, turn around. Both pairs for $10. And they do both dangle down a little bit from your earlobe. All right.
Yeah, if you're ever, I know you're not on Instagram very often, but you should look up Dylan. That's the PC put his name in there.
Mm,
He is funny. And he's done I mean all sorts of crazy, like he takes the crazy recipes that you would that everybody used to stretch their groceries to make to make it to the next paycheck,
mm-hmm.
that he found in all sorts of crazy cookbooks, and now has made a compilation, that'd be the
Yeah.
right word,
Yeah.
of all of them in his own cookbook now. So all right, I think this is my last one if I counted correctly.
Yes, that is correct.
This is silver tone feather pin, and it has rhinestones down the spine of the feather there. It's about 2.5 by 1.5. Would be a $5 start, and has that rollover safety on the pin on the back. And again, unless I'm missing something, I did not see anything that had a mark on it. But I like the detail of the feather and how they kind of made it look, like one side is closer than the other with the separation. And I didn't notice until I got under the lights here that it had the rhinestones down the middle. Boy, that would probably really sparkle out in the sun. So that is my last offering. It'd be, actually, if somebody liked calligraphy, or like, even, it reminds me a little bit of Shakespeare for some reason. I don't know why. With the quill kind of on it. And that's my last one, I believe.
All right. And thank you, PC, for putting the link in.
Oh, there you go. Oh, I've never looked at him on YouTube. I've only had him pop up on Instagram. He's
Oh,
probably on
well,
every media,
I'm
because
sure.
they cross reference everything nowadays. So probably got longer videos on YouTube than he does on Instagram.
Yes. Oh, I can't type. Okay, good thing this is the
It's all right. I had trouble with words a minute ago. It's good.
good thing this is the last one. I'm losing my ability to type. All right, I have got 2 more scarves.
All right. Let's go.
This one's nice.
That's what I was going to say next. Nice. Ooh,
So
leopardy
this
look
one
to
is a
that.
leopard. Yeah, orange with leopard.
It's like auburn colors.
So like chains and leopards, and then this medallion kind of symbol is in each of the corners. So that is a fun one with a nice bright orange color. And then the second one is, I'm going to say Nate Patrick. Oh my goodness. That was good, Patrick. I think this one is black.
I was going to say, this time we're going to have to debate the color. We've covered all the rest of it.
Ooh, I think it's black. So black border with red center. Nice, bold colors on this one.
Yep. Red, blue, yellow, all those primaries. Well, that could have been those initials. I don't know, or that, I don't know what that logo looks like. On that first one?
I don't know.
I know it had some C's, but I don't remember what the
Let's see.
The middle one, the middle letter was. See, it looks like an upside down R to me, but
I don't know. Or maybe it's this way.
Yeah. They could be a fancy G too. You never know.
Ooh, I don't know.
I am not good at all those initials and brands.
I'm not either. Oops, I lost it. There it is.
Yep, you got her.
Okay, we got Apple poking people. All right, let's go. Oh, everybody awake now?
Yeah, that one gets a little bit on my nerves fast. Oh,
you gotta say it just right though.
That's yes, you do. Yes,
not everybody says it right.
You have to hit that irritation level just in the right pitch. I agree. Oh yeah, those would make good Patty. Like Kafkans if you made like a shirt out of them, like a big square collar. Or oh yeah, you know, you see the neck hole and armholes. Sew up the sides and a little bit of the top. You have
there you go.
Quite an outfit, Mrs. Roper style.
Oh yeah, yeah, but you know what? She was comfy all day long.
Oh, you know she was.
I'm gonna count that down for Patty. Going once. Going twice.
Oh man.
And sold to Patty. So Patty, would you like, I don't know, the red one? We'll call it the red one. Or would you like?
She said the black one.
The black
which I assume is the black border around the red.
There we go. The black one. Okay, which means the leopard one, the leopard one will be making an appearance in the speed round.
Oh, man.
So we are going to do, hi, Gracie, I'll take that one. Thank you. We are going to do the speed round. So if you are still with us and awake, Congratulations. I appreciate you guys hanging in there with us till the end of the sale.
Right.
Yeah, if you see something that interests you, now is the time to grab it. But if you think about it, if you accidentally fell asleep, you're watching us on the replay, and you see something you're interested in, our email address is, hang on, are up on the screen. They're also in the description. So if you see something, feel free to contact us. You can also leave a comment in the description or in the comments, in the comments below.
All
Whoa,
the
whoa,
things, all
whoa,
the
whoa,
places.
Joe.
All right.
Sorry.
So I'm going to go big to start with. Oh, my goodness. Blinko vase was $75 in the turquoise color. Just so I can get these out of the way, I have 3 of these. They are Fenton Blue Ridge baskets. That's the cobalt crest on the French opalescent hobnail with the twisted handle on the basket. About 6 inches tall, $30, and I have 3 of those available.
Jeanette.
I have this poor Yadro angel. Oops, there we go. We started him at 15 because he has some repaired damage with this wing here at the base and this one at the tip. But otherwise, from the front, you can't tell that
It's
he
a
had damage.
Yadro.
I know.
Come on.
These are
It's
probably
Yadro.
what, $150 pieces, depending on how collectible the individual ones are.
Oh, yeah.
All right. I have the salt and pepper grinder set in the dyed and pressed wood. I don't know. Mr. Dudley is the brand of that. These were $20 start.
Good job, Mr. Dudley.
Right. Dudley Do Right. He was a Canadian Mountie, wasn't he? With Bullwinkle?
Yeah.
Mint green, celadon green, horse planter. He was $14. He's in this, I found at the very end, looking over him, one little chip on that front toe. Yay big. Uncle Sam in the gray pottery by Salmon Halls Stoneware. Actually, stoneware, not pottery. Out of Love, New Hampshire from 1993, $12. A smaller piece. Jeanette's sleeping already on us. Choice of the clip-on angels made in Japan. They were $6 start, right under my finger. There we go. Star and a dove.
Those are so cool. I
like
can't
those
get
a
over
lot.
how cool those are.
They're really sweet.
Mm.
Art glass angelfish, cobalt, yellow stripes, clear fins. This was a $10 start. That big. Then I had a choice on the whales, clear with a gold tail, or the iceberg that had the etched style on the back here. Those were $12 choice. He's got the little, I love the little fishies. They're my favorite.
Oh, Patty will take the angels.
Okay.
Nice, Patty. Those are really cool.
And I know in my head I was like, oh, I could do this with them.
And Sherry will take Uncle Sam.
All right, got it.
Sherry. He is really cool too.
Gold tone fuchsia and clear rhinestone bow pin. That was $5 start.
And thank you, Jeanette.
Jello, $7. Say paperback, I guess, for lack of a better term. Recipe book, cookbook. If you consider Jello cooking. And we just did the rhinestone feather pin. He was $5. And we just did the handwritten one-of-a-kind journal style recipe book that I had started at $12. And I will write these 2 down. Thank you so much. So I have Sherry.
And that's everything? All right.
I believe so. I tried to be quick.
Okay. All right. I have the gel kit. So unopened, $49.99 and $49.99. You have all you need for your gel nails, your primer, your top coat, your cuticle oil, the cleanser, the remover, your files. I guess everything except the color. And then you have the machine here that seals the gel nail polish on. You're going to get both of these $100 for $40. $100 value, $40 for all the nail goodies for the gel nails.
Yes. I recounted. That was it.
Okay. I'm not going to show everything for the tea set, but I've got the teapot right here, so I'll show that. So this is an RS Prussia reproduction. It is the teapot, the creamer, the sugar, 4 teacups, 4 saucers. This is outstanding and gorgeous, and the entire set is $100. And again, that is the teapot, cream, sugar, 4 cups, 4 saucers.
Oh.
Okay. Then I have the crackle glass vase. This is $20 and it was about 10.5 inches tall. Beautiful crackle glass. And that was $20 for the vase. I have the stone carved dude. He's chilling. And I've already forgotten what your mother said he was.
Black onyx.
Black onyx. There we go. The black onyx dude. Stone carved. Beautiful coloration right here through his legs. That is so pretty. He's $18. And I think he's about 4 by 4. So $18. I have the music box, the little Hawaiian music box. Oh, did she say obsidian?
I thought she said black onyx, but maybe she said obsidian is volcanic glass. So it's harder to carve because it has concentric. It chips off in circles. So I don't think it's obsidian.
Okay.
And I will answer Kathy's question when you're done. I don't want to interrupt you, but I'll come back to that, Kathy.
Oh, okay. He's $18 for the little music box, little from Hawaii, Honolulu, Hawaii. Oops.
That's a long story.
I have the stainless steel bowl. This is $12 for the stainless steel bowl. It is footed And I think this was about 10 inches across. So that one was $12. I have one of the Egyptian glass perfume bottles, and that is the amber one. The amber one is still available, so it has an amber stopper, amber, pink, green, and the green does have etching and paint on it. So it's got both etching and paint, and that is $12, and it's about 5.5 inches tall.
Oh, I hear somebody over there.
Oh yeah, Joe's getting wild, like he's got the zoomies, and it's like, no, because one of his favorite things to do is run down the stairs over here, run up the table, and
Oh
jump up
no,
on the cat tree here. It's like, don't jump on the
that's not good.
table. Yeah, not good. I have the metal, somehow a cast metal picture. This is called the Hotel de Ville in Saint Quentin, France. And that is $15. I have the Patrick Allison brooch. This one is handmade papers, acrylic, sterling silver, and textiles. And this is $14. And there is the back. It is 2 by 2 by 2. And that's $14. And I have the butterfly earrings. They are $10 for the pair. I have the dragonfly earrings. They are $10. Oops, $10 for the pair. And what else I have? Oh, I had the cards. So these were $6 each. $6 each. Frame them. Beautiful works of art. And then I had the scarf. The orange leopard. That was $8. All right. So that is everything from me. So so now you can talk about your daughter's car.
Oh, okay. So that was back last fall, like August into September. So yes, the insurance agent, the insurance company settled with us. And then 5 days later, the police department called me and said they found the car. So, but it was trashed from druggies.
So the insurance just totaled it anyway
Yeah,
then?
they totaled it because it had been missing over 2 weeks. And then it was literally found a mile away from where it was taken. And nothing was left in it. They just trashed it. Like I said, well, she used to have a flower, like a sunflower cover on her spare tire. They're like, no, there's no spare tire left. So they stripped it, took anything they could make any money off of, and just trashed the car. So they're like, well, you can go look at it at the impound lot if you want. And I'm like, I think we'll just pass on it. So yeah, and then Jeff and I did a big all day long. We drove to every single car lot we could think of in town. And about 6 o'clock at night, we finally found something that was a viable option. And so she's pretty happy with that. She needed an upgrade anyway, but that was a heck of a way to do it. So yeah, not cool though. It's crazy. So I've heard of other people like having their gas tanks drilled. I've heard Yvonne's daughter had her catalytic converter cut out from underneath her car here.
Yeah, that's what happened
You know,
to mine here. I have
Oh.
a car. I have a car I share with my mom.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and that's, yeah, it's, the car is still sitting there. We're getting to it, but
Yeah.
it's still sitting there.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, some of those pictures of people on social media, they're like,
Yeah,
they
Jeanette.
put like
Yeah.
razor wire underneath their engine. I'm like, oh, that doesn't sound like a great idea, but at least I keep people out of there. So yeah, they do. It's the metals that they make them with. So yeah, Jeff's uncle's tank on his truck got drilled after he like filled it up. You know, it's diesel. That's a lot to fill those up. So, but yeah, we're glad she's got a new one. We're glad it's up to date. Glad it's all done dealing with that. So
Yeah, we've got cameras now, myself and my neighbor. We've got cameras up
yeah.
now, so we'll be able to see.
So that was my story.
People are bold now.
They,
They
they are something, aren't they?
hmm
They're something. Yep.
Yeah. So remind everybody again kind of where they can find you at Tuesday nights and when your next in-person sale is going to
Yes.
be.
So Tuesday nights, 8 o'clock Mountain Time on my channel. So Vintage Viking Treasures is my normal live sale night, and it's a variety of anything from antiques, collectibles, vintage, glass. Um, the boxes, I grab a couple boxes nowadays from moms and go through them. And my YouTube viewers then get to have first dibs before it goes out to the booth. And I try and give, 20 to 30% off of what I'm putting on the tags for the booth that way as well. I need to get back with Miss Paula. Occasionally we do a Sunday night together.
Mm.
It's been a while between mom's house and people being sick and this, that, and the other thing, but that will probably pick up again here if we can get on a regular schedule again. That would be awesome. Regular schedules would be nice. So yeah. And thank you so much for having me and squeaking me in here in June. I appreciate it.
Oh, hey, absolutely. Yeah. I'm glad we could find a date.
Right?
I am so
So,
glad. And yeah, I will be back next on Monday. Two sales on Monday. My normal 11:30 Eastern lunchtime sale that I do Monday through Friday, and
mhm.
then the evening sale at 6 p.m. with Jen. This week it is on her channel, but yep, we'll be doing it on both channels, but technically it is on her channel. So, yeah, I will see you guys next on Monday. And thank you, everyone, for joining us. We appreciate it so much. You
Yes,
coming and hanging out with us on a Saturday night. And thank you for your purchases. We like
sure.
staying busy. And Becky, getting a box or so out of the house definitely helps.
Yes, that will help because what it helps me do too is I take it and just split it then, and if it doesn't go out live sales, it goes into the booth. So it helps me just keep the conveyor belt
Mhm.
moving of
Yep.
sorting through things. So
Yep. Yep. So, everybody, have a wonderful rest of your
yeah,
weekend.
get some good
And
rest tonight.
yes, and yeah, we'll be seeing you in the chats and on lives and all that good stuff.